Hello, everyone. BPT's mini podcast Extravaganza is live on BPT's YouTube channel. We got a great show for you all tonight. And of course, we're going to be thinking about snacks and our childhood snacks fallback. That's all coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. I got two guests with me that are going to help out with the stream. And I gotta keep it quiet and everything because they're sleeping and I don't want to wake them up and for them to yell at me. But anyway, I digress. BPT's mini podcast extravaganza begins in just a few moments. Stand by, everybody, because BPT's mini podcast stream is next. Welcome, everyone, to BPT's mini podcast extravaganza. And how you guys doing? I am Remix Plum, and welcome everyone to the stream. And hope you guys enjoyed the stream last week where we talked about, where I went ahead and talked about everything there is about Matchbox 20's debut album, Yourself for Someone Like You, that I talked about. And it was a great fun stream, and I'm happy you guys enjoyed it because I simply did. Being a fan of the band and enjoying the music and enjoying their debut album, it's going to stand the test of time of one of the best debut albums for sure. But tonight's show is not about music and it's not about anything like that because tonight it's all about fallback of snack foods that we discussed all the way back in September. So check it out if you want to see how that all started. But I'm not alone, ladies and gentlemen. Let's introduce the guests. First off, we're going to introduce you can subscribe to him on YouTube and the $5 you guys get the drill. Just support him any way you can and all that other stuff. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, he was the contestant on Alex's stream, and he came up short, but I'm sure he had a great time. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Jeffers.
Oh, guys, yes, I have a great time. And what happened was last week, I haven't watched it, first of all. Second of all, I, however, spend time with family. Family's more important than the many podcasts extravaganza stream. And that's why I was here for this edition of Mini Podcast Extravaganza stream. So that is why. And the most important good news is, however, is this. I'm almost there at 8,500 plus videos on my main channel. That is the reason why I'm here for it. So, after this mini podcast extravaganza stream is over, I will be going to bed. And then that's why I need to get ready to go to work. And that's probably the reason why we're here for it. So,
exactly. Well, and again, Lou, it was all about the music stream, and you won't be here next Sunday because the next Sunday stream me and Chris, me and my other guest who'll be joining me for it, the '70s music that we're gonna go over next Sunday with me and my guest. And you can, speaking of my guest, you can listen to Chris Candy Plays His Hits on Spotify, iTunes / Apple Music, and even Tidal, if you have Tidal, and probably Napster, although you can't steal his music because Napster is a paid subscription. But anyway,
Yeah.
even if you use Napster, you don't want to steal anybody's music. But I digress. But anyway, yeah, and also check out his episode number 3 on Mixcloud, and he's the founder of Retro Media Vision. This is the Retro Media Vision himself, Chris Kennedy.
How are you?
Doing good.
All right, so there's your introductions.
How are you?
I'm doing all right, and as we said, everybody,
I got my
me
date.
me and Chris are going to be doing the stream next week since Luke will be on vacation, and we're going to be going over the '70s music.
Mm-hmm.
A
But
lot
we'll
of
be home by the time this thing is over. But then after this, the 22nd Smitty Pog Extravaganza stream will be unlikely. Most because I need to celebrate my nephew Jack's 16th birthday party that day. So I will, and this which is his real birthday today. After that, so I won't be around for these two Mini Pog Extravaganza streams. Just let you know.
All right, and then after we do the '70s music, the one I want to do the most is going over '60s music because I grew up with '60s music, listening to oldie station in my hometown where they did oldies music until they switched to playing '60s and '70s, and they got rid of '50s entirely. So me and Chris will go over on that too, because this is the one that I am very excited to do the most. Is '60s music, the rock and roll era, if you will, and when it all changed in the music scene.
yes.
So be on the lookout for that, everybody, and so a lot of great stuff coming your way. And also, ladies and gentlemen, tune in for the premiere tomorrow on BPT's YouTube channel. It's set for 12:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. And it may not be for everyone because it's a pre-order I did, and I'm hoping that if it comes in November or December, so we'll have to wait on that for the release date. I will be adding my money to my Apple thing so I can get this movie. And then when I get an iPad come November, hopefully, I'll be able to watch this new movie on the iPad using the Apple TV app that's on iPad. And then I can watch it anywhere. I can watch it on the Xbox version of Apple TV or on Windows 11. Or you can watch it on, on an iPad with the app. Pretty much, anywhere. So Apple TV is available on many devices, including Roku's and Xbox, which I have, and it's probably also available on PS4 and PS5. But it's on Windows 11, but not on Windows 10. So Windows 10 users are out of luck. And yeah, and so you would need Windows 11 to enjoy the experience. But I think the best place to watch these movies and stuff is on Apple devices, specifically the iPad, especially with the screen bigger than way bigger than like an iPad Mini. So probably like the iPad 10.9-inch or even the iPad Pro with the amazing screen, because the colors are vibrant, and I think that this movie is really going to shine on the iPad Pro. But for me, I'm going to get me the iPad because it's the one I can afford, and wait for my mother to not, bicker and argue, like cats and dogs, over the tablet. But
hear anything, go for anything. No.
Yeah, it's like, well, fighting like cats and dogs because, of the whole bickering and stuff. But I won't get into the details on that because I'm gonna keep that private. and keep it away from the stream, because the stream's not about me getting into a bickering match with somebody just because I want an iPad and all that other stuff.
No.
So this is not really the place to do it.
No.
But all I can say is that's what it is. Oh, and speaking of which, I got to do this. I keep forgetting. And where is it? Okay, there we go. I forgot to put the ticker thing on the bottom, so you guys should see it right now.
Mhm.
And of course the theme and all that good stuff. So you'll be seeing that later on. So stay tuned. We're gonna be talking about the theme and everything. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, last week's been extremely busy for me. And I'm happy to say that we're making some progress with
Mhm.
everything. Everything's being finalized at this time. The new logo, the whole new redesigned layout is completely brand new.
Brand new.
So that's pretty much finalized at this point. And of course, the digital ads are going to get a complete makeover. This isn't going to be unlike any other ad out there, because we are going to remove the outdated digital ad and come up, and get a bold new, major paint, a facelift, if you will.
Yeah.
And totally brand new. That has to meet my standards, and it has to meet not only my standards but We're One standards as well. Because otherwise it gets rejected.
Rejected. Anyway.
Yeah, and then we have to try again with the other design.
Yeah, exactly.
In a way that it meets their standards, and it also meets my standards as well.
Yeah.
Because well, like I said, that one logo that we won't talk about that almost destroyed the company, but we won't talk about that. But what we will talk about is that we're making progress.
Making progress.
And it's very exciting. So what's been a bit hectic and everything, and tomorrow is going to be no exception. And of course, Wednesday is going to be a thing too, where I gotta go sign some paperwork in order to stay here in this apartment and everything. I gotta pick up the room and everything. So I'll have to do that because I didn't get time earlier today. But tomorrow I'm gonna have to start thinking about getting this room done, so I don't get in trouble and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That way they don't complain that it's dirty and everything. So I'm gonna make sure that that this place is my room is clean and whatnot, and put in some clothes and garbage bags, so that way it'd be nice and neat. And that way they don't complain that it's it's like a tornado hit the room and everything.
Or tornado mess.
And for them to go for the roof and everything.
It's like
So
like the Wizard boss there, but anyway.
yeah, like that.
Yeah.
And of course on Saturday we finally revealed the date for the brand new network that we're launching on We're One on next month. And it's gonna fall in November, and I believe it's gonna be on a Friday. Is when so whenever we go from October to November, is the first week of November is when this new thing's gonna launch, and it's not the top secret one, because that won't probably be launched till next year. But and I told Luke this early on the Discord chat, that it's the other one that's going to be launching because this new network. Well, I can't say the name of it because I want to keep it under wraps because I can't talk about it.
Yeah.
But what I can say is it's a mixed a video game. It's a mixed video
Remix? I'm
game.
sorry. Oh my.
Yeah, Chris, go ahead.
Oh, he left. I don't know what happened.
Oh, he left. Oh well, crap. Any actual retail price? Get off my stage!
He's
Yeah,
invited now.
and speaking of the prices, right, we'll talk about Luke's experience with TPIO. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get to him. Oh no. Oh my god. Well, I'm trying to add him, but it ain't gonna let me. Oh, Chris, come back. I think I think a zombie closed the StreamYard thing. It's either a zombie from Michael Jackson's Thriller or Mr. Bucket had something to do with it. If it's like Mr. Bucket is Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th movie, or Freddy Krueger in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
All right, we got Chris back now.
Thank God. Thank God.
Thank you, Remix. Sorry about that. I'm here again. My computers are stupid, let me tell you. And still
Yeah. Well, it happens.
And Remix, I was talking to a friend, so I apologize. I have to leave. It was sort of an emergency with her, and she had to change a plan, altered plans. So, yeah, you know, that kind of things. But I had to take the call. I apologize. It was sort of out and left there. But yeah, we were going to talk about snack food, you said, right, Remix? And I have a ton of them.
Yep, that's the theme for tonight. Because the last one we did for the start of for the brand new month was the debut album, and again I enjoyed going over the album and how debut albums, you know, it can either go really well for a starting artist or it can go really bad.
Yes.
Like I mentioned in the previous stream, that 4 albums that I know have really great debut, solid debut start from the 4, and it took place from 1996, and of course the 3 albums from the year 2000. That were solid debut albums for sure, and I know there's couple ones that I missed, but those were the ones that you know, thinking in my head and whatnot. So that's why I mentioned those 4. But it was a great stream and it was a lot of fun. And now we're going to be talking about snack foods tonight, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. And Luke's just I don't know, spinning his office chair around like he's gonna have to call Ghostbusters, because I'm gonna have to call the Ghostbusters myself because someone has shut the door on me when I was out there making my tea. And then I heard a door shut. I'm like, "Oh my God, is there a ghost in my room?" I think I'm gonna have to call the Ghostbusters. And yeah. And if you try to call Ghostbusters, they'll be like, "That's just a movie. We're not gonna come in and find ghosts. Get out of here."
Oh my God, you killed me.
Unless if you look at the yellow pages, you probably won't find it.
Oh my God.
Or try to go to a hardware store and try to find a vacuum cleaner. I'm sure that would suck up the ghost.
Oh my God.
Using a vac, like a shop vac or a Stanley, or one of those rubber hose of the vacuum cleaner, and you gotta get this bit thing out. I was like, okay, now we're gonna play hide and seek. Where's the ghost? Where's the ghost? Then I'm gonna use the vacuum cleaner to suck the ghost up and try to trap him inside of the vacuum cleaner.
Oh my god. The reason why I spin the while was like, wee, like I was just, oh my god, I had to do this one. It happened to me before when I was a kid, thinking, wee, and this thing
Yeah.
happened over and over again when I was thinking lay down and things like that, and then somehow like, wee. It's like a merry-go-round and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
make it like that. But anyway, okay, that's what I'm doing.
But yeah. And like I said, if you want to play something similar, and don't play the god awful NES Ghostbusters, it's an awful game.
Yeah.
I would check out if you have a Nintendo GameCube, which is going to be on the Nintendo Switch next year. For the whole Halloween, maybe you need to try out a game called Luigi's Mansion, which is kind of like the whole Ghostbusters, except it's Luigi capturing the ghosts.
Yeah.
In a haunted house. So if you want something similar to the Ghostbusters feel of a game, play Luigi's Mansion on the Nintendo GameCube, or wait till it comes to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, wait.
And don't even play Ghostbusters on the NES because there's no pause button, and
no way.
And in the video game, it's like there's no pause button, and then all of a sudden he slams the Ghostbusters call and just slams it into the floor in an angry fashion. And I even have a soundbite too on Foagra, which I can't play on here because of profanity. But if you've seen the video, you've seen the character. It's like he says like add a pause button, and then he just slams the Ghostbusters call thing, just slams it into the ground because he's tipped off that the game has no pause button. Yeah, I mean, so imagine a developer of the game took away the pause button, and then you have to go to the bathroom, but all of a sudden the game action is still going on. So what are you gonna do? You're either gonna wet your pants, or you're gonna end up peeing on the bed or whatever, and then there's gonna be happy little accidents waiting to happen, as Bob Ross would say, happy little accidents. But this one ain't happy. This one is disturbing and not so funny, kind of thing.
Yeah, or like Bob Ross.
Yeah, it's like I'm in La La Land or Candyland or wherever I'm at, Shoots and Ladders Land. Who knows?
Joke what you said. Things
yeah, or in Teletubby. Or in Teletubby Land, seeing a giant rainbow with a smiley face.
Oh my god! Oh
god! Yeah, so instead of the baby in the sun and the clouds in the sky, all you see is a giant rainbow with a smiley face. And that means you're gonna have a super duper terrific day.
Oh my god!
While the four Teletubbies wear the dress suits.
Oh my god! That would be like, oh my god! Why do you have to say dress?
And while they're wearing their suits and tap dancing, they're gonna tune into a radio station where they're gonna play a song called "Putting on the Ritz."
Yeah, either that or tutus. I don't know.
Yeah, and I know Chris can relate to the 1982 version of the one-hit wonder "Putting on the Ritz" from '82.
50s version too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just imagine that, right? And just imagine that.
Imagine.
But I don't see myself seeing the Teletubbies wearing suits because they're great as they are, with the technology being purple, Dipsy being a lovable green. That's why he's my favorite, because he's green and he's awesome. And then you got Lala, who thinks about whatever, and then Poe, who wants his scooter back, and somebody else wants the giant red ball back, or the orange ball. So they misplace those items, and they have to go to like a Walmart or a Target to get the new items. Like Tinky Winky wants a new handbag or a purse, and then Dipsy wants whatever he wants and whatnot. Lala probably wants to find a giant yoga ball so she can dance to the music, I guess. And then Paul, he just wants a new scooter, probably not an electric scooter for that matter. And why am I telling you all this, folks? Because none of this is actually real. It's all fictional story.
Oh my god.
But hey, I can dream, can I? Yeah, it's like a virtual reality. And if you put on that VR headset, you could actually see them come alive, and you'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm not in New York. I'm in Teletubby Land. This is awesome."
Oh my
And
god.
then the next thing you know, you gotta take off the VR headset after getting a bunch of migraine headaches, and then you're gonna need some Tylenol to get rid of the pain.
Oh my god. And all of a sudden you
And
get
then your eyes are gonna
and all of a sudden this happened?
yeah, and then the eyes are gonna play twitch. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going colorblind. It's like, okay, I'm trying to it's like zoom in. It's like my eyeball has a camera and it has to find the focus. Like, okay, where's the focus? Where's the focus? Where's the focus? Why is it so foggy? I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my
And
god.
then yeah, it's just something else.
Man, you killing me, Remax. You're killing me. I don't know why.
So there you go, folks. There's the highlight of the show, the Teletubby story. Just like I did with the pepperoni pizza that I did on my Twitch channel, and Luke was laughing.
Oh my god, you're killing me.
Yeah, yeah, eating a pepperoni pizza, and then the pepperonis were the eyeballs, and then I eat it, and then it's only half of a pepperoni.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I told a story of that too in a random podcast that I did. That was hilarious too.
It'll be hilarious.
So if you thought that was a great story, then the Teletubby one was a really great story too, and that's going to be a highlight of this podcast. Because none of it's real, folks.
No, it's real.
Yeah. I mean, this is not like seeing Teletubbies on the Virtual Boy. I mean, imagine Teletubbies and they're all red, and they don't. Well, I mean, except for Paul because he's red, but the other ones are like green, purple, and yellow. And yeah, it's like playing Teletubbies on the Virtual Boy is like, oh my God, this thing's gonna give me inducing headaches, and then and then just slam it on the ground and just stomp the heck out of it and break the thing.
Oh my god, you're killing me.
It's like you throwing a freaking hissy fit, and then you just stomp the Virtual Boy into pieces. Or you can use it, I don't know, throw it off the waterfall, or and just say "Rest in peace, Virtual Boy," and then you drop it from 50 feet below, and just like and be like, any last words? Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make the Virtual Boy. Okay, goodbye, and then just throw it, and it's like bye bye, Virtual Boy. We hardly even knew you.
Waterfall thing. It's like me with this Aryan Cookie Monster eating a bath together.
Yeah.
You didn't like that joke.
Exactly. Alright.
Oh god.
And this is what I'm thinking when I destroy the Virtual Boy. And let me get to the comments thing. But yeah, so this is how I feel and whatnot when I completely destroy the Virtual Boy and stop it to the ground.
Over 9,000 million. Jesus.
You said it, Luke. It's over 9,000. So anyway, that's my whole story of Teletubbies, and again, it was all fictional. But you know what? I can dream, can I? It's
Oh,
like a
God.
virtual reality of made up stories
Man,
that
I'm
you think
sorry.
that they're real, but they're
Man,
not.
I think about this in my sleep, and you suddenly I'm dreaming. Oh, yo, come on.
And who knows? It might be featured on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Oh, God. Seriously? I was going to read
Well,
books about Ray briefly or not, and then you suddenly going to make that dream?
well, well. Either that, or I'll put it on one of mine, and like I did decades upon decades ago with my brother in Louisiana, where we kind of. Well,
I'll
no, this is actually this was actually true back in the day, that me and my brother were doing this for as a fun little thing.
you know something?
Um,
You know
and I knew
something?
that podcasting wasn't a thing yet. Yeah, Lou, go ahead.
I did Ripley's Better Not back in 2020 March because I was originally going to do that on Air Archive, but then I want to do it on YouTube as a series, full-time series, Mondays and Thursdays. But then I want to do it. It's now over. Getting close to be 800 episodes of Ripley's on the main channel, but then I have to do it to read a book about Ripley's. It's now 20 volumes long. So I read like books of Ripley's. It's gonna take forever to read books like that. So right now I'm almost done with the book volume 16 right now. So it's gonna take some time to finish up that book and then other volumes, and then we'll get to Joe's like I haven't eventually. So happens. But
I'm
that's
trying
not
to
the case.
look up of this magazine. It's either some sort of
Anyway,
yeah, I think it was this one.
which is doing every show about
Oh yeah,
dreams.
this is a wait. What's this?
We're not Ripley's, we're not. But anyway.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember this because I was supposed to get something from this catalog and I never got it, and it said, "Well, sorry." Yeah, well, sorry, my yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, so hang on, I'm trying to.
Mm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna post this in the chat. Things you never
Here we go
knew.
again.
Oh no, it's nothing funny. It's about what I was saying earlier.
Oh, okay.
Things you
Okay.
never
That's fine.
knew.
I thought it would be hilarious, but okay, whatever. Oh man. Oh, wait.
Was a let's see.
Oh, man. I don't know what happened here. I think you made me laugh tonight, actually, especially today when we did video chat earlier. But
All right, hang on. I'm typing this in.
Yeah, something. Okay. I think you've made my brain freeze. Is what you're doing
Oh, I know.
during this highlight.
I got you good, Luke. The whole Teletubby thing.
Yeah, that and the rainbow thing. Yeah, we should probably do another series on the main channel. That not Ripley's Believe It or Not, as a matter of fact. Things you never exist when the fun little show that me and my brother did is we close and I love with one little bit. The podcast was around until actually the word podcast came out until 2004.
Well, I was thinking of that. So that's why I put 2005 to 06. Now, unfortunately, since my brother was in is in Louisiana, not with me.
Oh,
I do have plans to maybe want to do it as a podcast show. Maybe uh, I don't know how that's gonna work, but I know that well, what it is, it's gonna be it's not gonna be over the top, but it's gonna be a spoof comedy kind of thing,
Yeah.
cool.
like an item that you think is real, but it's not, and give you the price and everything.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I'm
basically,
looking
what I
forward
want to
to
do with if I decide to make this as a podcast is to what the concept's going to be and how I'm going to do it, and whether or not try to find a formula that works, just like me and my brother did nearly 2-3 decades ago when we were growing up and everything, because he came to New York and everything, and when I
Yeah.
saw him like 2 to 3 times and everything, and the last time I talked to him was on the chat on the PS4 when I had a PS4, and I don't have the PS4 anymore. So
Yeah, you do
um,
remember.
and yeah, he goes by the name of Razorblade.
Yeah.
That's his kind of thing. And my stage name is Remix Plum, and his is probably Razorblade.
Oh,
Rayzo, something like that. But
I
yeah,
know Razor Blade before.
yeah,
So
and he likes to be creative, like
you have to be
me,
creative, like you. Yeah.
and that's why I chose Remix Plum
You chose
as
Remix for a
my
reason.
little name.
And and before you set you change your name from Brand Plummy to Remix Plum.
Yep.
Before I get to that real quick, you did your I did have one issue for a troll. I'm not gonna mention names, but he and Billy, and Billy, myself and Billy did have got a Play-Doh card for a troll for no reason on my 21st birthday. I don't know what's going on, but then meanwhile, at a month after you did unlist all of your videos, especially me and Billy, Bob Shaw Rain Fox told me to do everything me, Billy, and your videos to the public. And that's why I had to agree with Rob Raven, because if you're watching this, it's for you. We need to do this. So it makes sense. And this troll who gave us a player card is I'm not gonna say in the stream, but it's I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's too much, you know. Whoever done
Hmm.
it, and it's just bad, you know, because that player card thing is just like god awful, you know, just too much, and and that's why you changed your name from Brand Plumley to Remix Plum. That's what the reason was,
Hmm.
and then that's why I came up with, and then my first reaction to that name was this. Okay, in 2016, I want to credit you as Brian Plumley for some
Yeah.
reason. Okay, and that's why I thought it would be nice for you to do this as Brian Plumley. But no,
Yeah,
in
I know.
20, come
But I want to use
2019,
my stage name.
yeah, come 2019, instead of doing that, I decided to make waves, and then he started to do this and say Brand Plumley to now Remix Plum. I don't know what happened to me. Just
Yeah.
want to do this anyway. So
Well, it's so that way I can distance myself from people who want to be total jerks and everything.
that way more easier,
But I just wanted to use my stage name because why not?
and that way I can
That,
call you Remix for some reason, and that way the
yeah.
whole and in 2020
And
after
I think
Joe
it's great.
passed away, I decided to cancel the Matt Plumley Jeffers News Hour. So that's what the reason. Originally called the Matt Plumley Butler News Hour with my friend Patrick Butler. So that's why I decided to cancel the name the Matt Plumley Jeffers News Hour. So it's a rip-off of PBS News Hour, so that's why I had to come up with that idea to cancel it.
Yeah.
But yeah, in all seriousness, I'm concerned about doing a show as a podcast and making it a unique, exactly. Just the day me and my brother did when we did this Kids Space. Exactly. It's going to be a spook comedy fictional show. Yeah, exactly. Produced by Respawn. I agree. 1,000,000%.
Yeah, and produced by Plum Studios. Because like I said, like I said, on the iPad, I can do it with a program called Fairlight, and on Windows is a program that I like so much. It costs $79, and it's the 10th version of the most popular software out there on Windows that you can make music, obviously, as well as podcasts, because people still want to be able to create podcasts, and this program can do everything.
Yeah.
And it's for Windows 10, Windows 11, and it's called Mixcraft.
Okay.
Because I think Mixcraft is probably the most easiest and yet more powerful when it comes to making a podcast or making a music. But using it for podcast is something that you can be creative and add layers upon layers of creativity, just like you can on video, but in audio form, that you can take your creativity to the next level with podcasting, because Mixcraft is a digital audio workstation, or DAW, as it's shortened, which is named for, and it's a multi-track, so you can add add audio on one. You can add music as your intro, and then you can add a whole bunch of layers, giving you total control on giving your podcast, spice it up, because it, and then, it's like the Gordon Ramsay of level of creativity, and if he says you gotta spice it up, then you gotta spice it up.
Yeah.
And you can't make it bland. Otherwise, you're going to get eliminated from the cooking show called Chopped, and you get chopped, and you go bye-bye, and you don't win anything. You go home with $0.00, and they'll probably send you a nice little piggy bank and whatnot as a consolation prize.
Before you go on, my mom and stepdad nowadays has watched Chopped, and it was a good show, by the way. There you go, on Food Network.
But yeah, and of course they will send you like I said, $0.00, and yeah, so as well as the they will send you that too. Yeah, they send you a nice piggy bank. And no, piggy is not included.
Piggy is not included. Barbie.
Yeah. So anyway, so that fault joke aside, so that's something I'm considering doing now again. I don't know how this is going to work because I did this extremely long time ago. This is when I was, I don't know, when I first came up here, in like 97, and then we moved in like 99, 2000 into a new place. And then my mother would come all the way from Louisiana to where I was at the time, and I would talk to my brother, and we had fun. We had good times, and we certainly had our bad times too. But in the end, I can say that I had much respect for him, and I know that I probably well, I don't know if I was jealous he came into the picture, but and now that he's a full grown adult now,
Yeah, he
and
was.
he's on, and he has a job and everything, and
Job.
of course he has a PS4, because I was too shy talking to him, because like I said, we were talking each other on PlayStation 4 and whatnot, and and like I said, he has a deep, mature voice, because back then he was little. That's why I called him Little Wayne. That was his name, by the way. But I'm gonna go by his stage name or whatnot. But yeah, I always called him Little Wayne because
Okay.
cause, he was you know something that I admire, and we had fun together. And again, we had some good times and bad, and and uh, and now for him as an adult, and you know having a job and everything, and
Yeah.
playing games like
Which
I
he,
do, with PlayStation. Um, yeah, I really do miss talking to him,
yeah, you do.
and I know that he's not much into the whole computers and tech stuff like I am. But he's a very busy dude,
He
and I do
was.
miss talking to him.
Yeah.
Even if my mother don't like him, even though well, I would say the one thing that I didn't appreciate of him doing was stealing a copy of a Game Boy game that I love so much, and he actually stole it, and he never gave it back to us, and he actually stole it, and that's why decades later I had to get the game and buy it on Amazon, um, as a birthday present to my mother, and I thought she would like it, and then it turned out that she didn't really want it, and that really hurt me because I wanted to surprise her with something, because I had a Game Boy Color and I wanted to show it to her, and this is when everything went downhill. But we won't talk about the 2010s and
No.
everything. But
No.
but I thought it was a nice little gift, and she didn't want it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was a bit upset when he stole a Game Boy game that I absolutely
Yeah.
love, and I enjoy the game still. 28 years later, I still think it's one of the best games ever on the Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that and the other one, and it came in a yellow cartridge, and it was a huge seller. And yeah, and the game has a special place for me because it's one of those games that if you enjoyed the one on Super Nintendo, with its nice graphics and music,
Mm-hmm.
then the Game Boy version is definitely the game to play. But
Mm-hmm.
I will never forgive him that day when he actually stole the game from us, and he never gave it back. And don't even know if he has that game or not. But regardless, it's still my favorite game, and I can't forgive him on that. But I will forgive him on the other things, treating him like crap and everything. But that's how brothers are,
That's what
treat
brothers
each other
are.
like crap and everything.
Yeah, he's
Um,
in his
but
late
um,
30s now, and he never spread that. I mean,
yeah,
I
and
trust him
and
as
and now
a
ever since,
friend ever since 2015, and he has to respect that. That
yeah, and now. And now, we look at 15 years later and whatnot, when and everything, talking to him on the PS4. I think this was like 2016 or so, maybe,
yeah.
or 2015. I don't have the date. Being able to talk to him on the PS4 was a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because he'd be playing a game online on the PS4. I don't know what game it was, probably GTA, something like that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, those were good times.
He's
And I
awesome razor and
and,
you.
and and I really prefer the good times over the bad times, because the bad times is what really gets me the most,
Yeah.
and that maybe I should have done something better and not boss him around and everything, and maybe I could have done something that, because like I said, as a kid, it's hard being a kid, and and you're gonna make that mistake every now and then, and you're gonna regret it and everything,
Yeah.
and I feel like that, as an adult now and being the CEO of Wheel One, I've learned a lot,
You learn a lot,
and
Fraser. Yeah.
and when it comes to Wheel One, I do take it seriously. I don't take it as a game, because
No.
this is not really a game. This is a powerful media business, media networks
Well,
company, and everything. And I take it very seriously because I think about work every day, and I know that back then it was all for fun and games, but now you know this is a serious
this
this
is
is a serious business of this whole thing, and that drew the inspiration,
yeah.
uh, of me and my friend, who later renamed it to We're One, what it is today, 20 years
Yeah.
later. Because it used to have been called Game Channel back in the day, and I didn't like that name, and I thought it was a stupid name.
Yeah.
But we
Well,
had to call it something, so it was a stupid name,
I like
and
it. Yeah, I
and
know
then
it's
and then
serious, but I want to do something very special with Green Clean.
yeah, I know, Luke. And then we changed, and then he changed it to Wheel One, and Wheel One's been like that for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all thanks to a media player that came out by Wheel Networks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love that name, and I thought it was a much better name than the Game Channel, because Game Channel wasn't going anywhere. So I
Mm-hmm.
just said, well, how about that, and he liked it, and it's been that name ever since 20 years, and we all evolving, just like I said in the stream for tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and we're making progress and everything. So, but yeah, so that's the whole story of me and my brother and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and how we did this little show that we did. Because like I said, back then podcasting wasn't really a thing, and there wasn't no software that you could,
No, it doesn't. No.
you know, well, because I said back then the microphones were crappy and not all that great to what we have today with studio quality mic, like Shure, and Blue, and these great microphones. Because back then the microphones sounded like crap, and it gets too staticky, and you can hurt people's eardrums. And the microphones back then, they were not all that great.
Yeah.
Because they
Perfect.
weren't studio quality. They sounded like a tin can, and it gets staticky, and you can't talk too loud, or you clip. And but like I said, that was back then, and today we got studio quality microphone, with ones that have USB, like the Shure MV7, which has a USB on it, as well as that's all. Blue has a microphone that is the top of the line when it comes to audio quality. I have a microphone sitting in a dresser that I still haven't used yet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, so back then there wasn't no really a way to make a radio show, to make a podcast. So we really had to wait for that opportunity to when a software company would make a digital audio workstation, will
Mm-hmm.
giving us the ability to pretty much, you know, do the whole thing and make a radio show.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is way before podcasting. Because Apple really kind of bring podcast to life, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That energy of podcasting, and podcasting has been a lot, went for over the years, you
Mm-hmm.
know And the podcast we have today, you know, it's just unlike anything that was nearly 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
So and having software, you know, like Mixcraft or Magits for that matter, or even Adobe Audition,
Mhm.
taking bringing your ideas to the ultimate level, and
Mhm.
then you can add so many things to a podcast, upon layers of creativity, adding the intro music, adding the outro music, adding a little commercial music and whatnot, or ad music and
Mhm.
whatnot, and just be creative on the whole thing. Um, so that's something I wanna do.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, so that's something that I'm probably gonna do.
Mhm.
Um, is try to find a way to make the show work. So I have
Mhm.
to come up with a idea of the show, what it's going to be about, because I want to try to recapture what it was nearly 2 decades ago. Me and my brother, when he came up to my room and we were starting to have a good time.
Mhm.
Um, so that's something I want to do for this one.
I-
Try to go back to the roots and everything.
Mhm.
So I might be doing that as a podcast.
Yeah.
So that's something I want to do. But like I said, on the iPad, it's going to be really easy. Because there's an app on there called Fairlight that will let you record your audio, and then you got the whole audio workstation on the iPad, and that you can do a lot of things too.
Yeah.
So I hope I'm not putting Chris to sleep on the whole podcast and kind of thing.
Apologize. It's just that I'm going through a lot of text right now. I'm waiting for a response from my mother. And yes, I
Yeah.
talk to my mother sometimes, even though she has a lot of responsibility to do because I'm
Mhm.
self off with lessons and a full time job now. So I think it would help me by this is why I don't. I'll tell you the story later. It's better if I don't say it now.
That's fine.
But
I'm sorry. I don't want to bring the show down.
yeah, I know. Well, I hope you enjoyed me going over the whole podcast kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do. It's just that I hadn't
But
eaten all.
but I know you got other things that you and I can understand. So
I'm trying to get a job in podcasting right now.
yeah, I know.
Is what it
Wow.
is.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make a living off of it.
Okay.
Yeah, do what you got to do,
You know why?
to get out of the state.
Yeah, you know why? I'll tell you why. I'm trying to get out of with my friend who's older than me a little bit, but
Okay.
he's a little bit older than me, but we're trying to get out of the city together of Tom's River or wherever it is located. I'm not going to say exactly where, but you two know where it is, of course, you and Luke.
Okay, that's fine, Chris.
Yeah,
But
because I was gonna say, I would only go to New Jersey. I would probably only travel just to go to like, maybe 3 places in New
I
Jersey, and that,
know Land to Make Believe.
where Friday the 13th was filmed in 1980. Uh, because like I said, there's a video of the Camp Crystal 8 tour, where he give us the filming locations for the film,
I see.
all the way back in 1980.
Yeah,
And to be honest, you guys, I travel a lot, not just New Jersey and New York, because I never been these two states before, but also to the
Well,
seven, all the way to all across the state to Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, so many other countries I've never been to before in my life. I've been to 7 states. That was it.
Yeah, and I would like to travel too, but the thing is, I just sit on my butt in the bed, doing what I do best, and that's unleashing my creativity and having my brain kicking into overdrive whenever I come up with something, new idea. Like, what about this? What about this? What about this? And put it all in. Just like if you're painting a picture with Bob Ross, just throw it into the presentation and make it happen. It's like bam, bam, bam. It's like painting a picture.
Oh yeah.
It makes sense because I just really love traveling. I really love to start making
Yeah,
stuff
I know.
traveling. And I really love to do
Well,
stuff to make projects while I'm traveling. And I
well,
really, really
it
about it.
well, it kind of gets you out of the house and and take your mind off of things. But for me, and how my family is, but we won't get them into the podcast. But for me, I like to unleash my creativity because that's what I think about the most, and I want to stay ahead, stay in the game and not crash and burn like everybody else does, and just move forward.
Yeah, the
Um,
thing is, I got a
you know,
life.
for person,
Indeed. Yeah.
but well, I'm just pretending that if I would uh, go to New Jersey, I would like to go to those 3 places. I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to live there per se because but I would like to like go see the 2 areas of the filming locations of Friday the 13th movie that came out in 1980.
Wow.
And from what I've heard the movie didn't do well. Because like I said, Paramount was the one that made them that did the movie in 1980. And then of course they made that god awful game on the NES by Atlas, which is a pitiful game, and it came out
Okay.
in February of '89.
Yep.
It's just too much for ABG.
Yeah, it's not a great game,
Not a great game.
and it's still not. I wouldn't
Still
play it.
not.
I would play Nightmare on Elm Street because that's a much
I want to
better
watch
game.
instead of playing that game.
Because that one's by Will.
For me, to become a filmmaker, watching this movie instead of playing that game.
Yeah. Because Nightmare on Elm Street was developed by Will, and Friday the 13th was developed by Atlas.
It makes sense.
And LGN never developed those games in the first place, so
No.
they were kind of like the cash cows of Atari, but they didn't know how to, of and quality wasn't the number one priority.
I have
Yeah.
to agree because it has to be. I know they're out of business basically because what if
Although the one game that was really good was a game developed by Software Creations. Is actually a pretty decent game. I hated it at first, but I actually enjoy playing it, and it has one of the best title stream music ever. And you probably know what game I'm talking about from Software Creations,
mm,
and it has one of the best uh, title stream music ever, composed by Tim Fallon.
Is it Pictionary?
mm,
It's
see?
Pictionary, yes.
Ooh, I know
Wow.
it. Fallen gave
Yep.
it.
Yep, Tim Fallon composed the intro music, and
Yep.
and even if people don't like Pictionary, um, there's one thing that people should not ignore, and that's the amazing intro title theme music. Some of the best on the NES hardware at the time. That came out in 1990. Although, you know, um, but yeah, so it's more advanced than Wales Anticipation, which I know Luke prefers over Pictionary. But like I said, it's just for people who want challenge. Of having a game where you gotta guess a picture of while you play these mini games, and then you try to guess what it is.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
and some puzzles can be more complex than others.
Yes.
But I will say the drawing thing on that game is one of the worst. So I would not play that mode because trying to draw on the game itself using the D pad and the buttons, it has to be one of the worst controls ever. So I would not play that mode and play the other ones. Playing it with your friends is probably the best thing about the game, and playing it solo or playing it with three other people.
Mhm. Okay.
As long as your name is not Sinbad and sick world we're living in full of sick people, then you
Oh
can
God.
enjoy the game regardless.
Regardless, yeah.
So that's the whole LGN nonsense. So and the podcast and everything. So now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into our theme for tonight, I want to talk about Alex Paris with the showdown uh, stream, and Luke was part of it, and I watched it live, even though my phone kind of kept crapping out on me, and as I was trying to watch it live
Yeah.
on YouTube on the other
Yeah.
Samsung phone.
Stream. Even though I joined the stream, I I before he and I were going live, especially people before, especially Will Medea and these other people who joined the guest. Well, I talked to Alex about my my trip to Arlington, Virginia, Washington D.C. coming in spring 2024. I'll tell him more about it via PM, but if he watches Alex for you. But he did
Yep.
also tell me about PBS. And gotta tell you things about Alex because I told Alex about um, PBS and News on as my second family, and he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah," because see,
Oh,
if
my
you watch
phone's already at
Alex,
2%. Holy crap!
if you watch Alex, PBS and NewsHour were like a second family to me, and Robin and Jim are like a second grandfather to me. So, to be honest with you, Alex, I appreciate this whole showdown experience. I played it before. I've won last time, but Will Medea defeated me on the whole thing with 2 points out of 5 for Will Medea. So good job, Will. You have a great game, no less.
Yeah, a big shout out to him, and I will say one of the things that happened on the game is that Andrew really had bad luck on the
Yeah,
showcase because he kind of
because
went over,
no,
and then he got deducted points.
that did points. Yeah, even though
Yeah, so Andrew had a bad luck with the showdown.
showdown. No,
Yeah.
it's like say no double showcase win overall. It was bad luck.
Yeah.
Bad. The thing is, it's just at that time frame, I was like, whoa. But it's just bad luck for him at the time. I don't know what's
Well,
going on, but
yeah,
basically
because
what it is.
I was gonna say too. Couple of the price and stuff for each of those showcases. Then all of a sudden, when Alex read out the actual retail price, and then Andrew just wasn't so lucky, not once but twice. So he
For
had 1 point
three
and then went
times.
down to zero. well, either way, 2-3, you know, and he had a point, and then he lost a point because he was $250 over the retail price, and that kind of screwed with his head, and it screwed him over. And then at the last second, with Will having the winning point, when the price was revealed, and it turned out that Andrew went over again by that much, and went back to -1, and Will ended up being the winner. So this was a back and forth match, and then everybody else everybody else went over.
And I was 2 points, and I was 3 points shy over Will Medina.
Yeah, and at the last one, 3 people went over, and that included Luke, who went over, and Will ended up winning the game. And I think 2 or 3 times, everybody went over. When the actual retail price came up, everybody had went over. Alex to Andrew to Luke to Dante, they all went over. They all overbid, and it's like Will's wanted McDonald when you need him. And be saying to the 7 of you, the joke's on you, pal. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, wanted McDonald showing up.
I have no idea what's up with remix at this point.
Yeah, it's like an evil clown.
Especially another friend of mine named Will Medina. I don't know. And Alex Paris. I have no idea what's up with this guy. I'm sorry to say, remix club.
I don't know either. Well, like I said, we got Mr. Bucket, to a zombie from Michael Jackson's Thriller, to now this. Oh, and of course the Teletubby Rainbow fiasco on that story. And now, need to call Ghostbusters because I think there's a ghost in my room shutting the door on me like that, and I'm like, oh my god, I think I'm gonna have to call Ghostbusters, But so anyway, and now I'm making a clown joke. Wanted McDonald's, like, when everybody went over on the showcase, and Juan was like, the joke's on you, oink oink, and then he just laughs at you, and he laughs to all 7 of you who, and he'll be calling you clowns. It's like, ha ha ha! I hope you 7 clowns are happy that you went over. The joke's on you, clowns. Ha 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 ha!
Sex of us.
I know, it's like him playing a prank on you. It's like, ha ha ha! The joke's on you.
Why is this Alex? I have no idea what's up with this guy. Remix, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Well, hey, somebody's gonna dress up as a clown, and that person's gonna be on live stream. It's like, ha ha! The joke's on you. Or iCane when he laughs when you hit a loser turn. It's like, ha ha! And then yeah. And then we'll move on to the next showcase. And it all can be yours if the price is right. Well, guess what? It happened not once, but I think twice, or maybe 3 times when all 7 went over and the price. So that was everybody.
6. Anyway.
Yeah. And then most of the time, another 2 times, everybody didn't go over, and one ended up getting a point, and all of them did not go over. And then there was a couple of times where everybody went over. As I was watching the stream, it's like, oh my god, you're over, Luke's over, Dante's over, Andrew's over. I'm like, oh my god, what is this madness going on? It's like I think the game over thing is going to be creeping up on us, just like an ice climber when that game over shoots up on the top of ice climber, and you get that. Yeah, you get that game over on the screen.
Big rigs on this one.
Yeah, it's like a total disaster.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just like Price is Right obstacle course where you have to throw a bunch of donuts and make sure that it lands, and you have to do it 5 times within 45 seconds.
What?
It's like the physical challenge version of Double Dare, but it's in the Price is Right at the studio.
If you watch this Dante, I don't know what's up with this guy.
I don't know either. I know I had vision myself.
I mean, he was telling me about the electric company earlier, but then he just the 2009 version. He was a year off. He said
Yeah.
2008, not 2009. I was smart.
Yeah.
And I because he was telling me, and he loves the 1970s one better.
And the actual retail price, I'll take your wallet. Goodbye. Eh.
My God, help me! But then
Yeah.
he told me this. What went before we were
I
on
just
air.
I just hope there's no credit cards in that wallet.
He also said things like Zoom and Arthur. I think he told me things about WGBH, about Fetch Rough Men. You know, but PBS Kids Go. That's what he told me.
Yeah.
But yeah, what makes more difference about what he said to me about PBS Kids Go? Like, okay,
Well, I think what Dante needs. Look, I think he needs his Clinton tractor so he can go out outside with his Clinton
I have
tractors
to tell
and
Dante.
in his boxers and wearing, I don't
He's
know, a light
working.
shirt and his
Working
boxers
now. He doesn't
and
need
his
Clinton
tractors.
tractors. He doesn't need some other things like that. So no, if I tell Dante this, no.
Well, yeah, if you tell him that, yeah, but I'm just saying, just like I said, everybody makes, picks on Dante, especially on that
I
stream
mean,
last night. But yeah,
22 years after born
But yeah,
19 in
pick on
the 2000s. Yeah, just let you know, because he's 24, 20 something years old. He has
yeah,
he has been looking at wrestling stuff at the moment. I've watched a stream of the Grandma stream on with Dante, Joy Scout, and Eric Lima. If you watch this, guys, and it was probably the last minute of his stream, and basically it's about AEW. Not sure what it was. It was WWE or whatever. But then after that stream was over, I was gonna get ready. I would upload stuff and go to bed, and I was basically been done. And I would do 2 streams or 2 parts, and I was basically done. I happened to go to sleep, and I was done. Get some shut eye. Take off my shirt. I won't stay in the stream, but I won't take off my shirt in the stream. But then I have to get ready for bed, and then go and get some sleep, shut eye, take some pills, go to bed,
oh
and
shoot,
that was it.
I misspelled.
So there you go. But anyway, that's all I have to do. But then that following morning, like I
There we
was
go.
so super tired.
Yeah, I had a typo on the chat room.
What's going on?
Well, I was trying to type a letter, but I had a typo, so I fixed it. But anyway,
The
yeah,
seventh
you can skip over
time.
the typo. You can skip over the typo,
Space
and
so can beat down 3 minutes.
as
Clown.
we met the clown.
Yeah. The jokes. Oh my god! Help me.
Yeah, we met the clown, and it says the joke's on you. Ha 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 ha. Laugh out loud.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's like the joke's on you. Ha ha.
Ha ha. Oh god.
Just like the clown coming to the Price is Right studios and whatnot, and then he laughs to all 7 contestants.
It's actually
I'm sure
not
everybody would be
seven.
embarrassed. Probably Dante would probably have a hard time sleeping, thinking
Something.
about clowns.
Hold on. Not 7. Not. It's actually 6. Hang on. Look at the 25.
Well, Okay, well, sits. But either way, the clown laughs at you, and then Dante's gonna have a hard time sleeping tonight thinking about clowns.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, you screwed that up. Yeah, sex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And when Alex mentioned popcorn maker, I had to do the whole thing. Hey, folks, with the popcorn popper, it's simple. All you gotta do is plug it in, and then you
Oh my
turn it
god!
on, and boom, you got
Oh
fresh
my god!
popcorn. Just add butter for your deliciousness all year long. And while you're at it, play my football game too. You'll love it. The kids will love it too. I gotta go now. Bye.
Boy, oh my god!
Yep, the
Kill
late
me.
John Madden.
Oh, rest in peace, John Madden. Uh,
Exactly. So now
uh,
you got the John Madden out of your heads. It's time now to end the show with the theme for tonight.
okay.
And again, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the stream so far. And
Yeah.
again, I have a premiere tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 on my YouTube channel. May not be for everybody. But it's a movie I pre-ordered and everything, and you guys can check it out live tomorrow. And it's a new video for the month of October on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the little short video because
Okay.
I did it recently last week, and I did it all on the Mac, and I did it with QuickTime. And you see the description
Yes.
of it when you watch it tomorrow afternoon. So be on the lookout for the premiere on BPT.
Okay.
And no, it's not bacon, pumpkin, tomato. If you guys are probably thinking of that, BPT stands
No.
for bacon, pumpkin, tomatoes. Yeah. Okay. Well, you get out of here with that.
No, no, not bacon. Not bacon.
Or beets.
Not
Bacon,
not
bacon
pizza. No,
pizza.
I was thinking of something else. Come
Bacon
on.
pizza with tomato,
Or
maybe?
better yet, bacon pizza taco.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
God.
But in
No,
all
no.
seriousness,
Not bacon,
BPT's YouTube channel.
potatoes, like that. No, get out of here. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's over 9,000 and then you explode. Boom!
It's like a parody of that, but you know.
It's a parody of DBZ. And like I said, folks, I went over this too in the September stream where the whole 9,000 came about before it turned into a parody joke. But like I said, to refresh your memory, it was on DBZ. Look it up. So uh,
Ocean,
you can
yeah.
look it up on Wikipedia, not on the dictionary, but read it on Wikipedia. And no, everybody, you can't read it on Encarta because Encarta no longer exists because Microsoft doesn't make Encarta anymore, unfortunately, because Wikipedia is the king when it comes to looking up stuff on Wikipedia. Though some that you can't trust, but most you can, and
Okay.
everything. So you can look everything up on Wikipedia. So do me a favor and Wikipedia that, and you find some fascinating things about it. So you can check it out at your own leisure. But now, ladies and gentlemen, with encoders to the Teletubbies to the rainbow smiley face
Out of
yeah.
here.
to Roots Embarrassing, Price is Right, Showcase beat down to Andrew getting pawned by going over by $250 and went down to -1. If it's like a game of Jeopardy where someone ends at a negative. It's like, well, Andrew, you at -1, and that means we have to say goodbye to you, but you have $1,000 as a consolation prize, and say thank you very much.
Oh God.
Now leave the 25 studio immediately. This is
Oh my
Alex
God, you're
speaking.
killing me.
Alex the clown here. Yeah.
Alex, if you watch this, I don't know
Hey folks,
what you're
Alex the
doing.
clown here. And I
Yeah.
just made all that up.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. It's all in good fun, Luke.
Oh God.
It's all in good fun. That's what the podcast is all about.
Do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around.
Yeah, and you do the hokey pokey, and then you jump on its saddle, and then you go for one heck of a ride, just like Gumby and just like Gumby and Pokey.
Oh God.
Yeah. And yes, Gumby is a classic, by the way. For those of you who are wondering, because yeah, Gumby is still a classic show of the 1950s, and of course Henry and Raji only made 3 episodes of the special, and that was about it. Yeah, so Gumby is awesome, especially not a lot of people like the movie from '95, but I thought it was a pretty good movie in '95 called Gumby the movie that came out. But yeah, so take that into consideration whether you like the film or not. So that's totally on you. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, let's go ahead now and move on to our last thing for tonight, and that's going to be the theme for tonight. And I know Chris is going to be excited as he talked about it on the not August, but October the 1st edition of BPT's mini podcast stream, and he'll get a chance to talk about it on tonight's theme for the show tonight. And that is childhood snack foods fallback, if you will. Because like I said on the bottom is tonight's theme. So Chris will have his, Luke will have his, and of course the crash course with Luke Jeffers, and everything. And so anyway, so let's get into the theme.
Wow.
All right. So before you guys sing "Twitter Twitter Little Stall," it's time for the theme. Yeah. It's like sweet lullaby, seeing the lovely unicorns, or the potato sticks, or a honey bun, or a cinnamon bun, or whatever of you thinking about in that lonely dream when you're sleeping tonight, and you think about the foods in the past, like the cheese balls from Planters or potato sticks from French's. Yes, they did make that, and they still do. And I didn't know that, by the way. And let's see, Doritos 3D. We're all thinking about these awesome little snack foods that we either love or we think it's disgusting and it makes you want to puke like there's no tomorrow. And I'm gonna stop right there because I don't want to go too far. Yeah, I don't want to go too far on that. So I know. Hey, that was funny, Luke.
Wow.
That makes you want to puke. Yeah. Yeah, it's like green slime. Yuck. Anyway, it's like I'm gonna explain the rules of WWI. Forget it. I haven't said that in a very long time. That was one of the episode names of Take It Live. I'm gonna explain the rules of WWI. Forget it.
Wow.
It was a little joke parody meme that I did on Facebook way back when I first joined. It was funny. It was great. And it was all thanks to that one application that's on Windows and Mac called Snagit.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. And I've been a Snagit user ever since school. I don't have Snagit on my PC and everything, but yeah, Snagit's still a really cool software from TechSmith. I think they're still around and whatnot. So anyway, so let's go ahead and get started and talk about the childhood snack foods that we kind of discussed in September. Where me, Luke, and Chris were going over Lunchables and how it was awesome back in the day until it all went downhill, and I stopped buying them. Uh, or even to the point of a lot of cool things that were introduced in the '90s and everything. So let's go down the memory lane. Let's go around the mulberry bush. We're playing Duck Duck Goose.
Yes.
And Luke is on the bed, and he's thinking of a midnight snack that he remembers back in the day.
I'm just looking at some YouTubers, and then all of a sudden, it's just, oh my god, what am I gonna do? It's just like a 2 minute snack. What am I gonna do with you?
I don't know either, Luke. Probably because I'm a clown with a red nose, dressing up as one bit Donald. Yeah, like that's ever gonna happen. No, thank you. Anyway, not gonna happen. All right, so well, I guess I'll say back in the day, used to hate them, and now years later, love them, eat them. Especially, I had it when I ordered it at Subway. Yeah, Subway Eat Fresh. Haha.
Yeah.
And grab a bag of those chips back in the day. It's a Frito-Lay brand that I know that you guys probably have heard of. Um, and I used to hate it back in the day because I did not understand the texture. I just didn't like the flavor of the texture, and now I do, and now I'm a big fan of it. And it's a chip that everybody knows and loves from Frito-Lay, called Sun Chips.
Yes, I always love Sun Chips. I have to be frank with you.
Yep. And as a kid growing up, I hated them because I didn't like the texture or the flavor. But years later, I fell in love with Sun Chips, and my number
favorite
one
thing, yeah.
my number one favorite flavor would either be Harvest Cheddar or the French onion.
Mine too at first, then it was the original later on.
Either
But
French onion for me or Harvest Cheddar.
in 1992 they came out, correct?
I have no idea.
I think it was 1992 or 1990 or whatever the heck it was.
And some chips went well together, and when you pair it with a sub, a nice sub that you can customize and get the authentic taste that you know and love, and that's grabbing a bag of chips and eating it with your delicious sub. Especially when you want to put on red onions and banana peppers and all the goodness, because I do like red onions on my subs, and banana peppers. They're really good too.
Absolutely.
And and Luke, on the other hand, he's cutting down, you know, the calories and stuff, for the whole thing, and that's why I would consider getting, for people who don't want to consume a lot and don't want to eat all the meats and stuff.
Yeah.
For someone who wants to lose weight, like lose weight, then there's that veggie delight from Subway.
Yeah. To be honest with you, Remix, back in the day, I used to eat a lot of meat when I was a kid. Like say when I was 11 to around 28 years old. And now I I started losing a lot of weight. My brother is the one who said to me, "You need to start losing a lot of weight."
And
And
that's a
that is the
good
reason why,
advice from your brother. That's a really good advice.
and that is the reason why I need to start losing a lot of weight. And he was trying to tell me, lose your diet, stop eating Oreos, stop eating Pringles, stop eating
Yeah, eating all the junk food and all the stuff that's gonna make
chocolate.
you feel way down, and Yeah, you don't need it.
I don't need
You
it.
know,
No, I just really
get some exercise and
get
then
some
go to a
exercise
gym,
and
use a treadmill.
had to be like say grow some hair, and get rid of some itchiness in my body. So I needed some things to start and get my skinny body, and you won't be seeing some boobs ever anymore.
Yeah.
So none of this gonna
Well,
happen.
yeah, and then that's why you eat less of the junk stuff and eat more of the thing, the things, and well, try not to give up on the foods you really enjoy, but not eat it as much as you used to back in the day.
Yeah, like
Because and I
me.
was saying too, the veggie delight from Subway would be a great choice.
Yeah, because I want to tell my brother about
To
my life.
shrink your body down.
Yeah, because I have water bottles in the garage.
Yeah,
Makes sense anyway.
and either eating something like that or do Warbits. And I know Chris knows everything about Warbits,
I
Yeah,
do. Yeah, jazzercise.
especially if you play a NES game that requires the power pad. And I think there was an Warbits game
Well,
that
it's
used
called
the power
Dance
pad.
Aerobics and Fitness Studio.
Oh,
Hmm.
Jazzercise
you're
S
I
kind of.
hate to say this, Chris, but there's another thing called Wii Fit on the Wii,
Well,
but
yeah, we fit, yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I knew about the Wii Fit and the Wii Fit Plus.
I still
But
but
like I said, this was back in like the late '80s.
okay.
With the power pad and everything.
Oh,
Because it was Bandai with the Family Fun Fitness. Like Athletic World, which has that great
there's
theme that Luke likes to parody with. Or whenever he listens to the Mountain Peach level from Adventure Island, it reminds him of "If You're Happy and You Know It" song, and he just has a ball every time when I play that mountain level in Adventure Island. He just jumps like he's a star. It's like da 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 ba, 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 ba. Yeah. Anyway, um, yeah,
yeah, every
jumping for
time,
joy. What were you
every
gonna say, Chris?
I'm sorry, I'm back. Yeah, I was just no. I was actually keeping my fat and calories count to lower than 2,000 today, even though I feel
yeah,
extremely
wow,
That's
hungry.
good.
I have to be frank
wow,
with you. For breakfast, I ate an ice cream sundae with Reese's peanut butter sauce and
ugh,
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah,
no,
sorry, Luke. Yeah, which Luke is allergic to peanuts.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not because
but
I,
then
I
but
love
then
peanut
I'm
butter
getting
ice
like a
cream.
yeah. But I got an egg sandwich and coffee, and I'm only eating 2 meals. So in the end, that only totaled 2,000 calories.
Yeah.
okay,
So anyway, Luke. Anyway, Luke. You can continue.
but after let's just say, I couldn't think of the word I was trying to say. After let's say, um, currently I'm at 280 something pounds right now. So, that's the reason why I'm here for losing a lot of weight recently. So that's what I'm trying to help my health right now as we speak. So there's the answer your question anyway. So there
Yeah.
you go or not.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Luke's thinking about what? Oh God, no. Actually, it was 2014. I was gonna yeah. I done it back in the day on when we used to be called Game On Live,
Mm-hmm.
but
Retro night. Yep.
now yeah,
Yep. Retro night.
yeah, but
Yep. On the campfire with the Mountain Peaks level music being played on the NES classic by Hudson Soft, which Konami owns, by the way.
Yeah.
And they made 3 games on the NES, and they made 2 on the Game Boy and 2 for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And they're both great games too. The Super Nintendo ones. The first one is really good, and it has an awesome music by that chiptune composer who later did Streets of Rage. Yeah, the music's fantastic on that game. And Super Adventure Island 2 is another great music. The music's fantastic in that game too, and it's much more different than your traditional Super. To any other game out there. Because the 3 Adventure Island games on NES were platformers. The Game Boy ones were like portable versions of Adventure Island 2 and 3 on the Game Boy, and then of course Super Adventure Island, with a platforming game, and the sequel did too, but that was more like a role playing game, and it was a game for beginners.
Yeah.
And it came out in 1994 by Hudson Soft, which is now Konami. Because not only that, they also made Bomberman, which I really enjoy playing. I love Bomberman. And I like the sequel more than I do the first one, but I like both of them. So whenever that Mountain Pizza level goes by, Luke will be on the campfires, humming away, clapping his hands. If you're happy and listen to the Mountain Pizza song. Yeah, anyway. Alright, well, we ain't going nowhere, folks. We're getting sidetracked. So let's continue on, shall we? Okay.
Yeah.
Before Luke loses his marbles and wants to make himself a delicious, healthy sandwich, like a sub from Subway.
Wow.
Anywho, I know. We went from that to a Teletubby to now me being a clown and laughing at your face on the Showcase Showdown Beatdown.
You'll always be a class clown.
I know. Well, hey, I'd rather be that than a circus clown.
Yeah.
Because it's dangerous. Anyway.
Roll up there.
I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be a zombie. That would terrify the heck out of me.
No.
Anyway. Yeah. So. Yeah. If I see a zombie, I'll probably run it over with a vehicle. Like, oh my god, Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. It's like Resident Evil all over again.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand.
No.
Yeah. It's like you gotta. Well, and I would say this too. Sesame Street. When everybody's in bed, there'll be a whole apocalypse of zombies as puppet zombies.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know it's creepy, Luke.
Creepy, yeah.
Yeah, while they're singing a Halloween song like Monster Mash or something.
Wow.
which is an awesome song, by the way, from the late Bobby Boris Pickett. It was his only #1 hit in the '60s, and I'll be talking about that on the '60s music. Because like I said, October is a Halloween month, so I might want to pull that into the podcast. That way, it don't get left out.
Yeah, I won't get left out for the 29th, which I'll be.
Yeah, or you try to do a caterpillar in a woad somewhere, and not get one over as you do a caterpillar. Do the caterpillar dance.
Help me.
I know. If you try to do the worm, you won't make it. You won't make it out alive if you're the worm.
Yeah, go when you say.
We won't tell you how it happened, so I digress.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the topic.
Yeah.
So we mentioned earlier Sun Chips, a brand from Frito-Lay. Because again, at first I hated Sun Chips, just like the other one too that I used to hate as a kid, and now I love it because I love. Okay, so we went from Sun Chips to Sun Ships.
What?
Yeah, I was thinking of chips, but I put ships instead. Sunship.
Oh my god.
And I did it again. I put sunships.
Oh my god.
There you
You're
go, folks. Hashtag
terrifying
sunships.
Yes.
I screwed that up badly.
me. It's like
I screwed that up. I screwed that up badly. There you guys go. There's your hashtag.
hashtag for you folks out there.
Yeah, sunships. Coming soon. To a grocery store near you.
Or to a
Ships
store
not
near
included.
you. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, ships not included.
Oh,
Anyway, now that I screwed up with the name, Sunships, not Sunships. Um, oh my god, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm, I'm. It's probably because I need to play that game on a Game Boy again that I love so much from 1994. And by the way, that game's gonna be turning 30 next year.
yeah.
And oh my god, it's a masterpiece. Just like the other game that's turning 29 this month on October 18th. One of the best games ever. It's a Sonic game on the Sega Genesis. I was telling Luke about this too on Discord. And I was telling him that my favorite game is going to be turning 29. And it's one of my favorite Sonic games ever made on the Sega Genesis. Because I used to have this game, and that's the reason I wanted a Genesis, is so I can play that game. Now the Sega Genesis one that I didn't have was the Model one. I had the Model 2 that came out in 1993. And so that one I had. I didn't have the first one. The third one sucks, but I never had the first one. I only had Sega Genesis Model 2. And I had to replace it because the power button got stuck, and I couldn't. Well, either the power button or the reset button got stuck, and I wasn't able to reset the game. So if I was in the middle of a game and I had to turn off the system, and I'd be so angry, and I lose all my progress. It's like playing Sonic Knuckles, where if you have six Chaos Emeralds, and then all of a sudden the game messes up, and you gotta reset it. You would be so angry, and now you have to go through the entire game and go through the entire blue spears, and then get all the Chaos Emeralds before the game decides that, well, guess what? You're not gonna get the seventh Chaos Emerald, and it gives you the middle finger too.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And after all that hard work, you slam the controller down, and yeah, you get angry.
Yes.
You be a fistful of rage like the AVGN.
Yes. Exactly. What else?
Yeah. So.
Anyway.
And so Chris said 1992, 93. It was introduced in 1991.
Yeah, I was pretty like I also said 1990 remix. I was pretty close either way. I think
So 32 years ago that the Snap came out.
There.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit it on the head. Or I
Yep.
came close to without going over, I guess, in one of my.
Yeah, and Sun Chips is a brand of fried grains, whippered multi-grain chips introduced in 1991 by Frito-Lay, who makes Doritos, Lay's, Tostitos, and a bunch of other stuff. And for somebody who wants to lose weight and everything, this is not the thing for you. Even though it's multi-grain and everything, but still. Yeah, so original Harvest Cheddar, which I talked about. The original one is okay. It's good. But my favorite is probably the Harvest Cheddar.
Yeah. Now
and then the French onion.
French onion's good too. Now I must tell you, remix. I sometimes have cravings for Sun Chips.
Wow. Okay.
Sometimes
you
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Craving, like I sometimes get
The salsa one's okay.
soft,
Okay.
like the
Even
original
though I
one.
do like salsa, and yeah, salsa has salsa's good too.
Yeah.
That you eat with chips or eat
Yes.
or something alternative to a chip that doesn't have all the calories and all the salt and all that crap that you
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't need to
well,
put in your body. But
yeah, it's not gonna be spicy. I love cheese dip better than salsa, in my opinion. That's just me.
well, like I said, salsa is basically tomato paste thing, and it has tomatoes, and it has red and green bell peppers and onions. Because I do like salsa, and it has to be authentic. Like paste. Paste is the best when it comes to salsa, and maybe Tostitos, maybe. But you definitely gotta have paste because paste is the standard of salsa,
The thing is, about
Yeah.
especially for
cheese
chip
dip
and
is
dip.
because I love cheese. Number one, and two,
Oh,
it's
that's
very
beautiful.
delicious on my
Love
taste
Northern
buds.
Lights. Well, yeah, I like cheese too. But like I said, there's nothing wrong having a good chip and dip salsa. Dipping salsa like Tostitos chips and whatnot,
Yeah,
And
it's
or
Tostitos.
even get
Yeah,
the ones
exactly.
that
They're
are
delicious.
baked chips and they
We
have
know
less
the restaurant,
fat
for
and
example, like Mexican restaurant. Yeah.
I thought I was gonna say less fat and less categories. What
Mhm.
is this? Are we playing Jeopardy or we talking about food?
No, come on. Because
No, I misspoke. I said less fat and less categories. I'm like, okay, are we playing Jeopardy or we playing? Are we talking about food?
exactly. Like,
I
exactly. But yes, I
I
was.
kind of screwed up my words, and I said
Sure, yeah,
what I
that's
meant to say was calories, not categories.
yeah,
Here are
exactly.
today, like, okay, I'm gonna say this too. Here are today's calories. The calories are a bunch of nothing.
Exactly.
uh,
Now, or
Follow
the
that, a
categories
bunch of
are
nothing,
food this
and I'll
week.
take a bunch of nothing for $0. The answer there was a daily double, and
Jesus.
you lose. Game over. Okay.
for
Just like in
McDonald's.
the Price is Right showcase, showdown, beatdown.
Stop
Anyway,
Good.
yeah, I got it
it.
mixed up.
Scratch my
So
body.
we went from
I want to show the camera. I'm almost off camera, so I won't show my body age. Just through.
yeah, so we went from calories to categories. Let's see the nutrition facts. Categories. Wait, no, calories,
What?
not categories. Yeah, it's like 150 categories. I'm like, oh my god, that's way too much.
What is that?
Yeah, you probably be like 59 million in a hole in
I
Jeopardy.
want a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
You know that, Luke? It'd be like playing that many categories and you'd be down to $69 million in debt.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh man.
and
Anyway.
then that's thing you're not gonna get out of that debt. You're gonna be stuck there. It's like a sinkhole. Yikes.
Right.
Politician
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, I.
telling you that.
Oh my God, help me.
Uh, so we went from
Oh
some chips to categories.
Yeah,
my
we
God,
did.
you're killing me. You're killing me. Yeah.
I
No.
know.
I
Yeah.
know, seriously, so I'm.
What I meant to say is less calories,
Less
not categories.
calories, not calories. Yeah, exactly.
Telling you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Less fat, less categories. There you go.
There you go.
Oh my god. Anyway,
I thought it was I tried to get it
jeez.
on
I
camera.
know. I screw up my own words.
It's
It's like
going on.
yeah.
anyway. So as I was saying before, salsa, and of course baked chips has less fat and less calories, not
Hey,
categories,
yeah.
calories
Yeah.
than a traditional a bag of Lay's chips or whatever.
Really? Okay.
Is I eat like I'm whatever years old. I mean, eat like I'm 6 years old. That's my problem.
And there was one chip brand that came out like late 98, 99, that was supposed to be fat free and good for you, but it had that ingredient called well, I know you guys probably know this, but it's a lestria,
I
Yeah.
which
never
was the ingredient
heard of it.
to make the chips fat free, and then all of a sudden people were complaining of stomach problems and loose stools. I'm trying not to be gross or anything, but that's what that main ingredient was in those
Yeah.
wow chips.
Jeez. Jeez.
Yeah, there was Doritos wow, there was the Lay's wow, and the waffles, and it had that Olistria
It was.
uh as the ingredient, and it yeah, and it caused a lot of problems
God,
with the digestive thing,
Yes.
and it had that fat free thing.
wow.
And this was a big problem in 98, 99, because I only bought that item one time at my local grocery store, which is called Price Chopper, and you can only find that in
No.
Central New York.
Yes.
You won't find it in New York City, but you will find it in it's part of New York State.
God.
You probably get it anywhere in your local grocery stores, the states you live in. But I remember walking into a Price Chopper and picking up a bag of those Wow chips,
Oh wow.
and I probably didn't notice that they were fat free until I had a whole Mother Nature trip to the bathroom, and yeah,
Jeez.
and I'm gonna end it like that.
Wow.
Because well, I'm just saying because of that ingredient that was used to make it fat free. Um, and
Jesus. God. Indeed. Okay.
yeah, well, no, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't that. It was yeah, it was just like sitting in that toilet 24/7, and all you could imagine was eating those chips and whatnot. But again, I'm not trying to be nasty or anything, because I know you two don't want me to talk about anything like that.
Who
But
cares
yeah,
what YouTube
so
wants? YouTube doesn't
yeah,
matter.
so it's the wild chips. Those were fat free,
Rich company that doesn't.
and it did have the taste, but people were complaining about it, just like back in the '80s, where people were poo pooing on
Mm.
the new Coke uh, from Coca
Which
Cola
I don't drink
Yeah.
soda. And I
from
never will.
from I believe 1986.
Hang on.
Either, either
Call
80,
586.
it's either 85 or 86
Yeah, 1985,
85.
86. That's how long it lasted. Yeah.
Well,
of the new Coke, and then they went back to Coca Cola Classic, because
Remix.
they really screwed up the formula. Yeah.
I remember that. It was 1985, 86.
yeah.
Yeah, and everybody were complaining that, oh my God, this is terrible. Bring back the classic.
And even
I
then,
got
I still
classic.
drank Coca-Cola Classic, the original Coke.
And guess what happened? They discontinued that, and they brought back under the new name Coca-Cola Classic, and it's been that way ever since, because people can tell the difference of the cola taste. They didn't want to mess up the formula of what made Coca-Cola so great. And now for people who don't want the sugar in their bodies or having the calories, uh, that's when they have the Diet Coke, and I think Diet Coke is nasty, and Diet Pepsi is beyond
Yeah.
awful. I hate
I
it.
hate Pepsi.
I
I
hate
hate.
Um, but I do
Pepsi.
like zero
I
sugar. Yeah,
The
Diet
only
Pepsi
sodas I
is
like is
beyond
Coke
nasty.
personally,
and ginger
well,
ale.
Yeah,
I'm more
ginger ale is good too.
I'm a Coke
person
person, though.
myself, really.
Yeah,
Cola Classic. Enjoy Coca-Cola Classic. Yeah.
but Diet Coke is not that great, and Diet Pepsi is beyond garbage.
I sometimes drink
Um,
Diet Coke on occasion.
but I will say the Pepsi Zero is actually awesome.
Yes.
And Coca Cola Zero is really good too. They're both excellent and
Yeah.
whatnot. It's the flavor you want without the calories or the added sugar. So if you're looking
Yes.
to not drink too much sugar and have to, you know, and whatnot, and you don't want to consume calories and whatnot, then the zero sugar brand is a good choice. You
Yeah.
can't go on with either Coca Cola or Pepsi. It just depends which one you like the best and
Yes.
which one you're rooting for, either red or blue. You decide.
Absolutely. I like red
Because
Coke.
I can't make that decision for you because people get angry with me.
I think
So
Coke is associated with the blue state. Well, that's for another time.
That's for another time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even do that.
and I know that everything I'm saying to Luca is full of gibberish, but
Yeah.
um,
Hey, whatever I'm talking about to Luke is gibberish too, but he understands a little bit of it.
Yeah.
well, hey, it's like a life is box of chocolates, and you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I was just
Look
reading stuff
interesting too.
on smosh.com for some reason while you're talking some things while you're at it. Like,
Gosh, yeah.
Jesus.
By the way, I'm not a fan of Reddit anymore. I never liked Reddit,
Wow.
but I hear they talk about everything that anytime I do a Google search, or Yahoo search or whatever it might be, I always come up with they always give me a Reddit
Um,
fix.
Okay.
And that reading Reddit
yeah,
really makes me dumber.
because if I'm not mistaken, Forrest Gump, where that famous scene was
Mhm.
shot in Savannah, Georgia, when the
Yes,
movie came out in '94.
Wow.
yes,
It's like life is a box of chocolates.
and
Wow.
I can tell you another.
And believe it or not, that famous scene where Tom Hanks was holding those candies and whatnot, those were actually Wasser Stover candies made by Wasser Stover.
Those are good too, and I like bonbons.
And
Now,
I thought for a
yes,
minute they were Seaman candies, but it wasn't Seaman candies. It was Wasser Stover. It was
yes,
one of the questions in the GSN original show called Switch.
yes.
Wow.
It was part of the question about that famous scene in Forrest Gump you know with a bunch of chocolates and everything.
Definitely.
Wow.
And that's why I said what's the store for. I didn't think it was Seaman
Wow.
Sea something candy, but yeah, so it's bunch of chocolates and yeah, so that's all she wrote on that.
Wow.
Came out 1994, June. Well, okay, it was released in Los Angeles on June 23rd, and then it was released in the United States on July 6th,
Wow.
Yes.
1994.
I loved Forrest Gump growing up.
Yeah,
So 70s.
yeah. His life story to strangers who happened to sit next to him at a bus stop. Yep.
Yes.
And let me see. Da, da, da.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who
Okay.
sent you a message?
All right. Most of the films is set in Alabama. Filming took place in South Carolina as well as Virginia, North Carolina. Uh,
Yeah.
doesn't say anything about Savannah, Asheville, North Carolina, Boone. Oh,
Wow.
oh, okay, yeah, there's Savannah.
Yeah.
Over 20 trees planned to improve the. Okay. Forrest Gump narrated his life story at the northern edge of that square in Savannah, Georgia. Yeah, as he sat at a bus stop bench. Yep. Okay. Yep. So it was at that thing in Savannah, Georgia, that
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's a famous scene of the box of chocolates, and it's in the city of Savannah,
Yeah.
Wow.
and it is 208 years ago, completed in 1815, and it's been a major staple in Savannah.
Yeah.
So that's
Indeed.
okay. So Savannah is mentioned in the Wikipedia
Wow.
at the bus stop bench. Yep,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Mhm. Wow.
So that's Forrest Gump for you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Seas candies.
Indeed.
Um, I don't live in Washington, D.C. You dum dums.
Mhm.
Um,
No, you do not. No.
Yeah.
um. Oh my God. This is gonna take me forever to try to figure this out.
Beautiful
Sorry. I
food.
know we're
Next.
supposed to be talking about food,
Seas
but I
candies.
apologize for going off the subject in the first place.
Yeah,
What?
sorry.
I, it's
Hold on.
my
Let me
fault.
go to Wikipedia.
I hate to interrupt, but
Yeah, go ahead, Luke. I'm not saying
Minecraft the movie.
Yeah.
Sometimes a game show host needs to take responsibility for his own
Wow.
doing to his fellow people,
Okay.
fellow men.
So a candy store in Sunnyvale, California. That's where Atari was. I believe in
Yes,
Sunnyvale.
Sunnyvale. Yes.
Yeah, it is. Atari. Yeah, it was the former location of Atari headquarters, Sunnyvale, California. Yep, that's right.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yep. Yep, Sunnyvale, and I think either Namco Bandai or Namco had offices in Sunnyvale, right where Atari was. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yep, Sunnyvale. I was gonna say North Carolina, but it was actually California.
California. Yeah.
Got it.
Just and like I said, just like Savannah, Georgia, we have a Savannah, New York. Yeah,
Wow. Okay. Okay.
and yes, I'm not making that up. There is actually
Not making that
Savannah,
up.
New York.
This is
Yep.
Savannah, New York.
Yes,
Yep.
indeed.
Da, as Luke would say.
Excuse me.
Like da. So anyway, um, so we mentioned Launchables, like I said, on back in September,
Yes.
as Luke sneezed all over himself.
Yeah. I was just sniffling because I was just like, oh my god.
It's probably allergies, and it just snuck up behind him. It's like chew.
Oh god. Oh man.
Yeah, probably somebody tickled his feet and they went chew. No, I don't know.
No.
Chuba. I don't know. But anyway.
I just sneezed because I was just allergies, I'm like, jeez, help me.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, it's all good fun, Luke, in the podcast stream. Because I know that once you be traveling, you're gonna be thinking about all the snack foods you remember growing up and everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
You
exactly.
know, or just like in the song "Kids in America,"
Yes.
go from New York to East California. There you go. You know.
There you
And
go,
yes,
folks. There you go.
it is one of the best '80s song ever. It's one of the best songs, period. Because it's one of my favorites. But yeah, it mentions New York and California. And that song came out in 1981, not 1982. I want to clarify. So anyway, so and of course, we can't forget about cheese balls from Plantos, which is awesome.
My favorite, yes.
And then they stopped making it, and then they brought it back, and don't know if it's still in stores or not. And I know that if you want cheese balls, they got Utz and other brands.
That's my favorite. And
But I
guess
think
what?
Planters
They got
is the standard.
Cheetos Remix. Guess what? Cheetos came back. Cheetos cheese balls.
Wow. Oh wow.
They're in the smaller cans, albeit, but they're pretty good. I love them. It's like exactly the way I used to eat them back when I was 6 years old.
Yeah, and Utz made some too.
Yeah.
And I think the store brands have them as well. The national store brands, but I know that they're not going to be as good as like a Plantos. Who also makes kinds of peanuts and everything. I know, but I'm sorry. Yeah. So and yeah, Plantos is the gold standard of not just peanuts, but also the cheese balls too, because used to have them as a kid growing up in my hometown and everything, and then they quit making them, and I was sad. And then
they get rid of food.
It wasn't fun. And earlier when I was trying to mention of that one, the one that I used to not like and then I do now, is another Frito-Lay brand called Funyuns.
Funyuns,
and Luke is having a celebration. He's like, oh, look at that! There's balloons falling. Like, oh my God, is someone's birthday? Okay, happy birthday to you. Okay, good night. Okay, what?
A great food to play Nintendo with, Funyuns.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, I got something nice for my birthday.
Wow.
Super NES, whatever.
Who knows? It might be a Teddy What's-Been hiding behind under the bed.
The doors behind the bed and the drawer, wherever they're located.
Or whatever else. I don't know. Maybe a Tiger Electronic game. What's going on?
I love your puns, Remix, let me tell you.
Oh.
They're marvelous.
Well, I'll make sure not to turn off the light, because she's afraid of the dark.
You and Chuck Donegan.
Do what?
Taught me how to make great puns, like two-liners, or whatever you call those. I love your stories and turning them into two-liners.
So anyway, Funyuns is the one that I didn't like growing up, and then I do because I hated onions back then as a kid, and now I put wet onions on hamburgers as well as the subs, like I said, because I like to put them on subs too.
I like sweet onions,
especially wet onions.
To be honest,
most definitely. And now I like fried onion rings, especially the ones I had at Albi's. It was fantastic.
Yeah, onion rings.
So yeah, so now I like onion rings, fried onion rings and whatnot. And now I like Funyuns, even though it's a bit tough on it's kind of hard on your teeth, and it can kind of destroy your teeth really badly because of how hard Funyuns are, and they need to be a bit not that won't destroy the wood of your mouth, because it's something.
So like what?
So Funyuns may not be a best choice when it's hard and crunchy and mess up your teeth really bad.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway, so Funyuns. Oh my gosh, she keeps messaging me stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I thought she was sleeping, and now she's messaging me like I'm. It's like, hey, well, look at me. It's like, want to come to my birthday party?
Yeah. Animals? No, come on.
Yeah, no. It's all right. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so there's that. And of course, the potato sticks. And I didn't know French's made potato chips because I thought all they knew how to do was making the classic mustard that everybody knows and loves that they put on the hot dogs on a hamburgers and whatnot. But yeah, French's is the standard, gold standard of mustard,
Yeah.
and I do like French's. But I didn't know they made the
Sometimes,
potato sticks, and yeah, potato sticks are really good. Really good back in the day, and they still make them. They still sell them.
yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, and of course, the one that I love the most from 97, 98, and they bought it back, and now it disappeared from retail stores.
Oh my.
And all it was, well, it was a really cool idea, and at the time, and it came in a little plastic jar thing, and you could dump it. You could dump it into the lid and eat it like that. And this was the one that really blew me away. Uh, and one of the best things of it, and that is a good old Doritos 3D.
Yes.
I loved those as a kid growing up in the 90s. And Doritos 3D, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then they brought it back, and
Mm-hmm.
now it disappeared for some reason, and you can't even find them now. So maybe because Frito Lay stopped making them because of the sales, or they just got lazy. I don't know
They
what the
probably
heck
got
happened with
lazy.
Doritos 3D. Because when they bought it back, people really missed that 3D taste that they knew out of the 90s kind of thing.
I love the.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm looking at it here. It's 3D shaped Doritos, and you put it in a little cup thing, and you can eat it like that. And that was a really cool design how they did the Doritos 3D. It was really cool. What is this? Okay, whatever. Ooh, nacho cheese. Yes. What is this? Oh yeah, yeah. That spicy wench is really good. It's spicy, but it's really good. The cheese ones I like too. But I like the spicy wench. That was really good. Um, let's see, 1998. So this was 25 years ago,
Yeah.
and they kind of reminded me of those other ones that General Mills makes. Uh, it starts with a B, and it's an instrument. It takes the name from a musical instrument, and it starts with a B. It's not a saxophone, but anyway, it's one of those things from Frito Lay. Not Frito Lay. No, no, General Mills. And yeah, those were really good too. So I hope I'm not putting you to sleep, Luke.
No, no, no.
Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna walk you to sleep when the stream's over.
I'll lay down
It's
because
like
I was
it's like
made stuff.
walking by Jeffers on the treetop. All right, that's what I'm gonna say. It's like sing you this twinkle twinkle lullaby.
No.
Well, Luke, I can daydream too, and I don't know what I'm thinking of. um, yeah. So,
I'm back. Yes.
but yeah, Doritos 3D. It was really cool back in '98. Remember
Yep.
buying it, love it, and again, and it has that it kind of has that texture of the one that General Mills make. It starts with a B. Um, and they were really good too, especially the spicy kind, and whatnot.
Uh,
Yeah, but yeah, so Doritos 3D, a childhood favorite of mine. And I do like the new ones when they brought it back. That came in a bag, but they were really expensive though. In a parties in the big bags, they were really expensive. And now the price of Doritos is just through the roof, like $7 for a party size, which is ridiculous.
exactly.
It's just like why, just why?
Why? Yeah.
But yeah, so Doritos 3D, my favorite childhood snack, and I love it.
You love it.
And the other one that I do like, I like it by themselves, not with milk and everything, because gets soggy, makes me want to gag. Um, cinnamon toast crunch.
Yes. Cinnamon toast crunch.
I love them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those crunch. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's that one. Uh, oh,
Just
god dang it. Yeah, so Doritos 3D, and I mentioned the potato sticks, the cheese balls, um, of course, Slim Jims and all the meat snacks that you know and love. Um, even the ones I get at a store, that they're turkey instead of beef. I know it's like name something you take with them at the beach, and like turkey. Yeah, there's a family fortunes joke.
turkey. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like do people take turkeys to the beach? Unless if they gobble away,
No.
gobble into the ocean.
Oh Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
If it was Mr. Bucket, yes.
oh God. I'm just
He needs to be on his own island.
his own island, but I'm just
Yeah, it's
like
Cool Cat versus Mr. Bucket, and the ocean. Who will win in an ocean match? Yeah, okay. We don't want to know. Yeah. So, and like we mentioned before, uh, Lunchables, uh, that we talked about. Uh, Cause like I said, the donkers were really good. That you donk pizza sauce and cheese sauce; those were really good. The donkers were really good. The pizza ones, they were classic, obviously.
Jesus, number one favorite. Yep.
Yeah. And of course, the nacho ones, and they even had ones that they have tic tac toe shapes. The circles and the X's.
Yeah.
I think, of the Lunchables. And I remember getting that at a grocery store before somebody gambled it away and the store went bye bye, and it hurt the wheel. Yeah, she gambled. Yeah, so she put the store up and whatnot, and she gambled it away, and and that's how she lost her grocery store. Yeah, so that store's not there, and now it's a Dollar General uh, up there in the North Country, if you will, where they're gonna get brutal with snow and everything. Let's see. So yeah, Lunchables pizza.
Switches, yeah.
Uh, let's see. Lunchables.
Delicious, yeah, for me, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ba ba da ba da da. Yeah, the taco ones. Yeah.
Love them.
Oh my god, really? I thought there was a tic tac toe one of Lunchables. Are you kidding me, Google?
Hang on.
Oh my god.
It's almost like, yeah, say 25 more minutes left, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, like I said, Luke, this is the theme and whatnot, and then you know, and the my God. Well, anyway, it's yeah. I mean, yeah, they have the nacho one, obviously, and they had the one that I remember that had the tic tac toe thing, but they're not showing it on here. But I do remember it existed because I'm not making this up.
You're not making this up,
Uh,
no.
no, I'm not. Um, Yeah, I had Ets and I think I had Ets and Sucrose, but I guess not. Well,
No!
I don't know, but like I said, this was nearly decades ago, so and I guess the picture won't. I don't know. There's no picture of it, so I'm gonna just say screw it. But yeah, there was the tic tac toe one. Just like Hollywood Squares kind of thing, but.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Or take
no. The
oh,
big,
or
you know?
any of the stuff.
That's a
Yeah,
good
so
point.
so so we're gonna leave it at that. The Don
Yeah.
Cruz, the pizza, the ham and cheese on a Ritz cracker, and every Lunchables you get comes with Capri Sun as a drink of choice. And the one that I liked the most was Wild Cherry. Wild Cherry was my favorite Capri Sun.
Okay. Ugh, yeah, I know.
So yeah, every Lunchable had Capri Sun,
Excuse me.
and yeah, it was really yeah, I like Wild Cherry.
Yeah, you love Wild
Uh,
Berry,
and I
yeah.
and I think they still make it. Well, that was the only one I could have at the time because I couldn't have the other flavors that I was allergic to. But yeah, Wild Cherry I really enjoyed out of the whole Lunchables. So
Yeah,
but
just say
yeah,
I
so there's just a lot of snap foods and whatnot.
because I want to take my shirt off and I don't want you to see me have my boobs. That's a no, but that's just me.
Yeah. Oh wait, boobs? What? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it's like Ghost Pajama Party Land. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
And of course, everybody's favorite ice cream sandwiches. We're not
Well,
talking about Guru's ice cream sandwich. We're talking about vanilla ice cream with the chocolate sandwich. Oh my God, yes, they're fattening, but they're good.
we're good. Yeah.
Because everybody's a sweet tooth once in a while. No, not all the time, but
All the time.
uh, and you can't go on with a Klondike. What would you do with a Klondike ball? I don't know. I'll just eat it. Yeah, well, do that. Um, yeah. So Frito Lay's stuff.
We know all about me.
Um, yeah, Frito Lay. You know, Lunchables. Fruit by the foot. Fruit gushers.
Those things from my childhood, man.
Yeah, I like those fruit gushers
That's your food out foot.
and fruit by the foot. Yeah, those were good too.
Those are good, It makes sense.
Yeah,
Obviously,
and fruit gushers.
whatever the other commercials that I used to watch during the 2000s, but it's good part of my growing up. Yeah.
Yep, and we can't forget about the good old Chips Ahoy cookies from Nabisco,
Yeah, because
which I've seen a commercial of in the '90s.
Yeah.
And the number one cookie in America, and that is Oreos.
which I mentioned.
You gotta have an Oreo because Oreo is a classic.
It's a classic.
Because I love Oreos, and it comes in many flavors now, which is unheard of. But yeah, and of course you can't go wrong with the classic Oreo.
Mm-hmm.
For the authentic cookies and cream. Yeah, Oreo, and not the store brand or the other crap. No, Oreo from Nabisco is the choice
Yeah,
when
they
it
have
comes to the
some
cookies.
of these cookies. Yeah,
Definitely.
and I'm
Yep.
and sorry, there's some hard things in my nose, but it's just too much.
And for everybody who supports Girl Scouts, they got Girl Scout cookies and everything
Let's go sell cookies. Yeah.
from the fudge mint.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite one is the chocolate covered cookies with the mint. The mint cookies, they're really good.
What is it?
I kind of forgot which one I like, but I know there was a raspberry one. I do like raspberries. Um, yeah, they had all kinds of Girl Scout cookies back in the day, and I like the fudge mint ones. Those were really good.
Those are really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and now and sadly, the prices are gonna go up for Girl Scout cookies, which saddens
Wow.
me.
Wow.
It saddens everybody else too.
Everybody else, we watch it. Some people who are part of Girl Scout cookies, but hey, whoever know, because it makes sense. Because I don't know what to say, because it just made no sense to anybody. But some Girl Scout cookies be delicious, but all of a sudden the price is so high. You know,
Yeah, I
and
know that's gonna be a problem.
it's gonna be a problem for anybody who loves to make me feel like I love Girl Scout cookies. But for the girls who are in the future who want to be Girl Scouts, who want to maybe eat Girl Scouts cookies in the future, they maybe grow up problem with girls for some reason. Like, yeez, how's that gonna help us?
Yeah.
That's a food review. That just makes sense.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, because that makes sense. Yeah.
So, but anyway, um, that's pretty much everything there is about childhood snack foods back in the day. Whether you were a Lunchables kid or you remember the Frito-Lay brand chips, that they weren't good for you. Yes, I know. Or you were eating a lot of cheese ball from Planters,
Or Hershey,
potato sticks from French's.
or Hershey's chocolate bars. Those are
Yeah,
one of my
a
favorites.
good old classic candy ball from Hershey's.
Hershey's, Reese's Pieces, and I found another chocolate.
Yeah. Sorry, Luke. But yeah, that's a good one. Even Reese's peanut butter cups too.
Reese's Pieces. I found another chocolate that
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd find again. I saw it at the mall after such a long time. It's called Bar None. Hershey's used to make it, but an independent chocolate company makes it now. Enterprise makes it now. Bar None. Remember that?
Mm,
No.
It was a chocolate covered chocolate wafer with peanuts in it.
Oh no.
That was
I'm
my
not
favorite.
yeah. Well, that's a red flag for Luke because he can't have peanuts.
Gotcha.
But I can because I like a good Mr. Good ball.
Yeah.
But as for the other ones, like let's just
Mr. Good
say
ball is good too.
Hershey's and Three Musketeers are my favorite chocolate bars.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't care for Three Musketeers. Um,
Oh.
but I do like Milky Way though. Yeah, Chris.
And forgive me, I have another snack with nuts. It's called Honey Nut O's cereal, and the other one was
Yeah.
Crunchy Graham. crunchy,
Mm.
I think. And then there was an apple cinnamon one too. And then, do you remember hot fries and cheddar fries by Andy Caps?
Oh yeah, Andy Caps. Yep.
Oh, and there's
Yeah. And
Who
another
can we forget
cereal.
about Andy Caps?
There's another cereal that people have mentioned earlier. Like, here's some examples: Oreos,
Yeah,
honeycomb
remember those.
strips. Just some of the cereals that I've seen as a
Probably,
kid.
probably corn pops.
I have not have corn pops. No.
just fruit pies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pies, and you had the cereal Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cereal.
Yeah,
There's
I
there's a
have
whole
seen
bunch of those.
these Shrek cereals as a kid. There might be cereals with, I don't know who's sponsored from as a kid, but they're basically inspired by it, especially Go-Gurt. That remember that
And
chocolate.
and Reese's Puffs cereal too.
Ugh, why?
I know, I know. And yeah, Oreos. I do like the Crave ones with the double chocolate, but they don't make those anymore. Idiots.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, that's a whole different story.
Those bring up my nostalgia.
And you know, Luke, there's one thing you forgot too: Hershey's cookies and cream.
those are good.
I have what is it? Hershey's cookies and cream. Oh, I've not have seen these as a kid. No.
Yeah, they're good. And the one that you can't have, Luke, Mr. Goodball, because it has peanuts in it and almonds.
I have these as an
But
adult. Yeah.
but for people who have allergies to peanuts, just stick with a regular Hershey's or even cookies and cream. Just read on
For you.
the packaging to see if it contains any kind of nut
Exactly.
And then,
before eating.
you know something? In the 2000s, I had these Hershey chocolate bars that basically Halloween related through Nickelodeon related stuff like SpongeBob,
Yeah,
Jimmy Neutron, Fairy Odd Parents, and what show, I can't remember what it's called, but and some of them had to do with peanut butter, and some of them had to do with chocolate. I don't have anything related to
and I
peanut
dropped
butter at all,
something.
but some of them had to do with green slime. It's delicious, you know. Probably my childhood favorite snacks, you know. And it's chocolate. That was my very first experience with chocolate bars with Hershey's when I saw a commercial like that, you know, on TV. Thinking it was good, you know, makes sense with Nickelodeon standards, you know.
But yeah, Milky Way and Snickers. Luke can't have Snickers.
No.
Yes.
And of course, you know, you got the Nestle Crunch Ball. And you got those Raisinets. And the one that you didn't mention, Nestle's Chunky.
I don't have to. No.
Yeah, you can't have that one either because it has. I think
Yeah.
what it is, it's raisins and some kind of peanuts in it.
Yeah. I
Made
mean,
by Nestle.
Nestle. Why?
And another one you can't have, Luke, is Butterfinger.
No. Oh yeah, I forgot about Butterfinger, and it's so disgusting, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Another two that are probably not loops.
You know?
They even made Butterfinger BBs.
Oh,
Yeah.
and saw a commercial for the Simpsons, even though I'm allergic to Butterfinger, thinking nobody gets a hand in my Butterfinger or something like that from Bart Simpson at the time. And those commercials were
Yep.
hilarious.
I remember that.
You know, that's just me.
Especially Butterfinger BB's commercial. Yep, I remember that.
Yep.
I remember that back in the day.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, Kit Kat. You
I
know,
love Kit Kat. They're my
bake me a piece of
favorite
that Kit Kat ball.
these two things, like Three Musketeers and Hershey
Yeah.
Chocolate. Yeah, makes sense.
I love
Yeah, chunky,
chocolates.
crunch.
Quanch is delicious. Yeah, I forgot about Quanch. Yeah. They're
Yeah,
delicious.
it's White Krispies, not peanuts.
And thankfully, Crunch was not having any. A good thing that I eat them. They're delicious at when I was a kid, and it was now. They're
Yeah.
good for me.
But yeah, I mean, Hershey's had a lot of candy stuff, especially Luke. I'm gonna make a joke out of anticipation on NES. The whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
And no, it's not the category. It's an actual candy ball. The
You know,
whatchamacallit.
yeah, that joke
It's
aside,
wish upon a stab.
oh god, it makes sense. It's just chocolate bars and other things. I am a huge fan of that, especially the cereals, things like that. Especially one other thing when it comes with pizza. Well, besides Chuck E. Cheese, because I grew up Chuck E. Cheese. And that is, of course, restaurant pizzas. I mean, who would forget about pizzas like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one other thing before we wrap things up, and that is Chipotle. I have these as an adult, not as a kid. Where's Chipotle, Luke? Jesus.
Yeah, and the last things I'm gonna talk about too, because I know it's getting late and everything. But 1996, Doritos had two flavors. One was Taco Bell, and one was from Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
And they both would get a flavor of those. And sadly, the pizza flavored ones were sadly discontinued, and I don't know why, because I used to get them all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, in '96, there were two flavors. There was the taco flavor ones that had the Taco Bell in the packaging, and then there was one called Pizza Cravers, which was obviously the Pizza Hut one. And it was one of the two flavors because PepsiCo at the time owned both of those fast food restaurants, Taco Bell and Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely, exactly.
We're using my catchphrases. I know I say that a lot.
Let me see the comments.
Hey, Remix, I want to let you know something. I remember you said Daily Double before as of the food subjects. Well, Daily Double was the name of a cheeseburger at McDonald's.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I was remembering
that I knew.
For the year.
Oh, and I was going to mention one thing, and then we'll
wrap
wrap things up.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Luke. I'm sorry.
I was going to mention one thing and wrap things up, and that has to do with McDonald's. And I remember one thing about McDonald's when I was a kid. When I was only 7, they have some Happy Meal toys regarding to Lilo and Stitch, which is already out in theaters back in 2002, I believe. And then the Country Bears. There was some
Happy Meal.
Boy, you get Country Bears, and if you're a girl, you get Lilo and Stitch. Plain simple.
And you always yell at your mommy like, "Mommy, I want a Happy Meal from McDonald's. Take me to McDonald's, please." So I don't fall a giant hissy fit.
Oh God! I cannot say that.
And then when she drives home from McDonald's, she's gonna have one major migraine.
I got Happy Meal toys.
That she's gonna need a migraine pill.
I don't say that to mom and say, no, don't jump up and down and get that on the kid. No,
yeah.
I don't say things like that. No.
Well,
I was being put by you in the timeout corner, or
yeah, I was No, I was just picturing it in my head, like and then all of a sudden after she drives home from McDonald's, she's gonna have one big migraine, and she needs a Sedrin to get rid of the pain. After the kid screams at her like, "I want Happy Meal, I want Happy Meal."
Yeah,
Oh God, help me.
Yeah.
No.
And then if he doesn't get what he wants, he's gonna for a giant hissy fit.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, just like I want my MTV, I want my Happy Meal toy at McDonald's.
Oh God, help me.
And
Good.
thank God I didn't act like that,
Yeah.
because I never really cared about the Happy
Thank
Meal
God it
toy. I just
that's
cared
okay.
about enjoying myself. I didn't for no hissy fits.
No.
Yes.
And if I did, I had to apologize. So
Yeah.
um, yeah. So the Taco Bell one is Taco Supreme from '96, and there was another one called Pizza Quavers, which had the Pizza Hut in its packaging.
Mm.
And of course, Doritos would get a taco flavored Doritos. And sadly, the Pizza Supreme ones, or Pizza Quavers at the time, and then they bought it with Pizza Supreme, got discontinued, and they don't make those. And it used to be my favorite flavor of Doritos, and they got rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So these were from 1996. Let's see. Wait, what is this? Oh, tangy barbecue. Barbecue. Okay. Oh yeah, spicy nacho Doritos. Those are my favorite. I love spicy nacho. What is this?
I love nachos, but
Okay, yeah. See, and there it is. The Doritos Pizza Quavers that had the Pizza Hut label on the package. Yep,
oh
I
man.
remember that too. And out of the two, I only had the Pizza Quavers,
Mm.
because I was gonna like that more than the Taco Bell one, and I wished I had a Taco Bell one because I like the taco flavored Doritos.
Yeah.
So, because my number one is spicy nacho, and then number two would be Cool Ranch.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Almost kind of cool.
And the sweet spicy chili is my least favorite of Doritos. I just can't stand it.
You can't stand it.
It just the taste buds smack me around like I'm I don't know, eating a can of I don't know,
Egg or something. You would I love.
chili Tabasco sauce in my mouth.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
back
so
in the
sickening.
day, I know how to say it, but I know you watch the eggs, but
Yeah, I can't have them. Sorry.
I have
And I know you're not doing it. I know you're not doing it to make fun of me. I know that.
no, you cannot. I cannot.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, Chris.
You know, I
Hold
want
on.
remix. You're gonna be. I'm sorry. You want to know? You're gonna be amazed at this remix for this remix. You know, want to find out who else hates X? He actually hates them. Larry King.
Yeah.
Larry King.
Wow.
Yep, the late Larry King. Yep.
Larry's the legend. Along with Regis Philbin, dead or alive. I mean, they're both good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Luke. Continue.
I had these eggs before as a kid, and then when I get the cheese omelet or something like that egg sandwich, I have to peel the bread and the sandwich, and then one of my teachers thinking, no, you can't eat that. I'll put it in the trash for you. Go ahead. I'm like, no, I can't have it. No.
Blah 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 blah. I know.
7 or 8.
I know we all get flabbergasted.
Jesus, I gotta eat that, but I'm peeling them in the sandwich just like a banana or something. And same thing would happen to pizza. I was gonna peel the stuff and the pizza stuff with a banana, thinking, oh my god,
A banano. The banana.
no, that's just me.
Yeah, there's your other anticipation NES joke. Instead of putting banana, you put banana.
Oh my god, help me.
And I can't believe it's banana.
Banana.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I can't believe it's Velveeta, but it's not actually cheese. Yeah. So anyway, so with that, everybody, I know if there's a lot of things I missed. We can then that's pretty much all we can say about our childhood fallback of the snack foods. And again, whether you're a '90s kid like me, growing up in the '90s, or even the '80s, if you're an '80s kid, or into the '90s like I was. These are the snack foods that we will never forget in our lifetime. Whenever we wanted something, when we came home from school that day on an afternoon when it was nice and sunny out and it wasn't raining and no clouds and whatnot, you would go to a grocery store and pick up whatever snack food that you want to enjoy, that you don't want to eat too much out of. Whether again, if it's Lunchables. Yeah, I know they're sleeping. I'm trying not to be loud because I know they're sleeping.
Yeah, I'm going to go to sleep pretty soon.
Well, I know it's my mother messaging me on Messenger, and I'm trying to not be as loud because my sister's sleeping and yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so Lunchables to Frito-Lay snacks, uh, Sun Chips, not Sun Chips, um, or Funyuns or Waffles or any kind of bag of Frito-Lay products that you know and love. Especially Tostitos, again, dip with the salsa, classic combination. Uh, and have the authentic taste that you know and love. Making tacos or making whatever. Like I said, the childhood snack foods, they're always going to be part of our memory for a lifetime.
Yeah.
Especially fruit gushers and fruit by the foot.
Yeah, fruit by the foot, exactly.
Yeah, or you eat in dehydrated beef jerky. Oh well, I'm serious because I do like beef jerky because it gives you protein.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I wasn't being a smarty pants. Yeah, beef jerky. And then, like I said, beef jerky is really expensive, like $10 a bag or even $20 a bag. It's just crazy. It's crazy town. They should make a town called Crazy Town, USA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy expensive. Or even grab a bag of trail mix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
But yeah, I love trail mix.
But I'm just pretending that I'm packing bags.
But and I forgot this too. Chet's mitts.
Oh man.
Love Chet's mitts.
Oh, Chet's mitts. My childhood. Yeah.
Yep. Especially those bagel chips. Oh my god, they're good. They're salty, but they're really good. I love the bagel chips.
I'm surprised nobody's today.
And the one I said, General Mills, that starts with a B. It's a musical instrument.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Let me see.
I'm surprised nobody.
If I can type it right. Oh my god. And okay. Let's see. Okay, and that's the name of it, by the way, from General Mills.
Buggles?
Yeah.
Those
I have not
seen, unfortunately.
Yeah, they were snacked by General Mills.
Okay.
And one other thing too, it's the battle between Cheez-Its and Cheese Nips.
Yes.
Oh wow.
I forgot to mention that too. Cheese Nips and Cheez-Its.
These two are basically delicious, but they're my
Yeah.
childhood.
I do like Cheez-Its over Cheese Nips. And of course, we can't forget too to end off the stream. Good old Pringles potato crisp. Olay Stats.
Wow, they're my childhood.
Yeah, Olay Stats.
Do you remember Munchos?
Yes.
Do what, Chris?
You remember Munchos?
Yes.
Those were good. Yeah.
Yes. As well as Munchies and
Party package. Yeah.
Wogo pretzels. Even though I
Wogo.
like Nidos.
Much. Crunch
Yeah,
and
I
Munch.
remember Munchos.
Yeah, Munchos. Crunch and Munch too, and then you get Fiddle Faddle.
Yeah, and the classic Cracker Jack.
Yes, Cracker Jack. Yes.
Yep, and Luke can't have that either.
Ah,
Or Crunch and Munch,
Bring it up.
popcorn, you name it.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
everything of snack foods that you can ever imagine in your brain.
in your brain.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so and of course the best flavor of Pringles, well, probably be sour cream and onion, and then probably the pizza flavor,
You know,
and straight up original,
back in
and
the
and and the, and the
2000s,
cheddar cheese.
there's
Yes.
another flavor I remember very fondly, but they don't have it anymore. There's a quiz show basics Pringles flavor that I haven't seen since I was a kid. Basically, like question and answers, And I don't
Hmm.
know. I remember this very well when I was a kid, and you question, what is the best food for blah blah blah, and then was that correct, and then you eat it after you answer your question.
Yeah.
That was
Yep.
my childhood. Thinking that was like I never had this. I have in years thinking they need to bring those back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pringles, and another one I forgot too that I love too, combos.
Combo.
Wow.
Yes, peanut
Okay.
butter.
Yep,
You got
combos were really good. Love combos.
pizza. Yeah.
Yep.
What else? Nacho cheese
Okay.
pretzel.
So that everybody is the entire thing of the snap foods and stuff.
Definitely.
And yeah, so that's pretty much that of the snap foods.
Yep.
Okay.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude tonight's episode of BPT's mini podcast Extravaganza for October 8th, 2023. And Luke will be traveling next week, so it'll be
Yeah.
me and Chris on the stream.
Yeah.
But that's okay, Luke, because just me and Chris, we got this.
Yeah.
Especially going down the memory lane of 70s music. That's going to be the next one. And then
Yeah.
after that will be the 60s.
Yeah, which by the way, I won't be here for that either because it's supposed to be Jack's birthday party that week. Well, we
Yeah, I
back
know.
on the 29th.
Well, and that's something you gotta do, Luke.
Yeah, exactly.
You really gotta do that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Even if it means missing the show, yeah, you have to do it.
I gotta do this
Cause
thing.
you can't miss it for someone's birthday. You gotta attend. No excuses on that.
No excuses. I need to attend this in order to do the party for my nephew Jack because he's about to turn 16 the Monday after the party. Because
Yeah, cause
that party and do this at the same time, I do this and you're streaming at the same time, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna miss
yeah,
out.
cause you don't want somebody stealing your cake and the ice cream too. You be like, I want some cake and ice cream too. Gosh darn it! Come on now, I'm invited to this party. I want some of the ice cream.
I don't want you to be offended by this. I don't want him to be mad at me.
Well, yeah, he'll be ticked off if you don't do it. Because otherwise, he'll have the cake and ice cream too to himself.
Help me!
And I think that you'd be really disappointed.
I'll be disappointed, yeah, because I expect Jack's my nephew will be happy to see me. I really need to see my nephew Jack. I'm not sure if my nephew Drew will be there because at the time now he's 14, and I want to see my nephew so badly for Jack's birthday. But he's going to turn 16. But on the Monday after, but who cares, right? It had to be the 23rd of October. It had to be something, but the 22nd is a party. We'll see.
Yep. So, well, we want to wish him happy birthday in advance.
In advance
Cool.
of the 20th.
From courtesy of BPT,
Happy birthday to him.
we met Plum Studios, and Roll One as well, because I'm the CEO. So,
Yep.
Nephew Jack, yes.
which I'm happy to be a CEO, by the way.
And the
So there you go. So happy birthday to him in advance. So if you guys enjoyed what you see, well,
Yeah.
like I always say, do me two favors. Number one, hit the subscribe button, and number two, hit the notification bell. So whenever I go live or you see a new video, like the video premiere that I have for tomorrow afternoon, you can see it all there and hit that notification bell. And of course, you can watch me on your favorite devices. You can watch me on your Nintendo Switch. So that means you can pet the three of us on the Nintendo Switch. Or seeing Luke and OLED quality on the Nintendo Switch OLED. You'll be seeing the three of us in nice quality. You can watch us on the Nintendo Switch. And of course, you can watch me on the Xbox. So I'm pretty much on your Xbox or on your Nintendo. Excuse me, on your Nintendo Switch, or even on an iPad. You can watch me. So if you have a beautiful Nintendo Switch like I do, you can watch me and Luke and everybody, and you can even watch movies too that you buy on YouTube. That way you can watch, yeah. So you'll be able to do all that as well. So like I said, just and like I said, we are not spayed or neutered. So just so you know, if you do decide to pet us on the Nintendo Switch, we are not spayed or neutered. All right, because we're not dogs. Or cats, for that matter.
I may be a puppy, born a puppy, but I grew up into a man.
So there you go. So anyway, again, hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell.
Yeah, do share remixes stuff too out there. You help spread the word shows that way.
So those are the two things. And you can check out the social media down below in the description where you can find me at. All that is in the description down below.
Yes.
And as Luke sneezes one more time before the end of the stream, Kazoon tight.
Yes.
So I think it's somebody give him the sneezes. I think it's either Barney or Cookie Monster wanting a delicious chocolate chip cookie.
I think it was Barney.
Sneaking up behind him. Or it's probably a ghost. He needs to call Ghostbusters. Anyway. So anyway, so there you go on that. And we're at the 3-hour mark, so there you go on that. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in tonight on BPT's mini podcast stream. This was a fun show. I'd like to thank, first of all, Chris Kennedy for being on tonight.
Thank you, Remix. And I want to tell you, Remix, that we can host our 70s show, 70s music theme a little bit earlier on Sunday. I'll give you details because I'm going to go out to lunch or supper or whatever to an Italian restaurant, I believe, with a girlfriend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm trying to go do something like just to get out of the house.
So you can stream his album on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, and on Tidal. And subscribe to his YouTube channel over there. And check out his blogs and other stuff. And of course, the episode on Mixcloud, if you haven't heard it already. And listen to and while you're listening to that, you can listen to Walkman Beat while you listening to the show.
Yeah.
Also,
so there you go. Listen to the album.
Find me on
Yep.
IG, Instagram at Retro Media Vision Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm the same exact name on Threads too now. So
Yep, and I'm on Threads as well. And again, all that is
Okay.
in the description.
Uh-huh.
So again, stream Christianity Plays His Hits again on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that jazz. And they go in that.
thank you.
And also want to say thanks to Lou Jeffers for stopping by, because I know that after the stream is over, he's going to be laying down and be zonked out counting
I'm
sheep
tired. Yeah, because I'm exhausted.
while he's thinking something delicious.
No, because it's not gonna be a close off, and I'm not gonna do anything much because it's
Yeah,
a
that's
bad
fine.
time. That's just me.
Well, yeah, it's getting super late, I know, but took all that energy from me, with all the fault jokes we made tonight.
Yeah.
Cause the first thing I gotta do tomorrow is pay the rent, then probably pick up some bottles and stuff, and then do my work like I normally do. So that's gonna be fun for me tomorrow, paying the rent and everything. Hopefully it doesn't rain. And then everything will be paid until the next month. So
Yeah.
and picking up stuff in here and all that stuff. So anyway, Luke, do you want to do your final close, or you just want to?
No, I do. I do not want to get late for work tomorrow.
Okay. That's okay. But anyway, guys. So again, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. This has been a lot of fun. And until we see you all again, me and Chris will be coming your way as we go over 70s music, as well as the one that I'm very excited about, and that's doing the 60s music, because I grew up with 60s music. So we're going to be doing that as well. And again, thank you guys who you enjoyed of the October 1st edition, where I talked about the debut album and everything. I know it's not getting as much views, but I enjoyed it for what it was and talking about it. And it was a lot of fun. So there you go on that. So anyway, guys, and also, if you want to support Luke Jeffers on his YouTube channel, all that is on the page where you can give him a thanks and pay for exclusive perks and content and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And going to be doing something. And of course, he has Discord Nitro, which is a good thing too.
No,
So that's good. Yep. Now that you can get on Amazon.com. Just like I want that Koopa. Get your own Koopa at Amazon.com. And no, snow is not yellow; it's white. So, Mr. Connery, we're gonna need a talk after this.
Yeah, come here.
So anyway, for Luke Jeffers and Christianity and all my subscribers and all the viewers, this is Remix Plum saying have a great night, and the two of us will be coming your way as we go over the 70s music, and we'll have a great vacation and celebrating 16th birthday, and whatnot. So anyway, guys, have a great night, and this will pretty much be it for tonight's podcast here on Brandon Palmy Television. And there you go. So anyway, guys, you guys know the drill. Because of StreamYard with the delay of the music. We're gonna do the end of stream 2 times and then end the stream. So anyway, guys, have a great night, and don't let the bed bugs bite and everything. And we'll catch you next time for BPT's mini podcast extravaganza. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.
Take care.